Hello and welcome to HBFT Gaming. I'm HBFT and we are back again with XCOM 2 Long War of the Chosen 10 Gem Plus with Requiem of Man, the Alien Edition. So yesterday we kind of started to right the boat that was sailing off in a weird sort of direction. We started the stream, we had like 8 bunnies that were out for almost a month. It was kind of intimidating, let's say. And by the end of the stream, we are now sitting at the maximum time is 6 days because we now have an infirmary, and we did a really good job, I would say, in keeping the bunnies injury-free. So that was really nice. Now, a bit of a setback yesterday. I made a bit of a snafu. We went on our first LIB4 attempt. We did really well, no damage taken. We were approaching. We even took down the only Requiem presence there, and Kit Pump was staged to be our very first staff sergeant out there. But I totally forgot that we need to make sure that we have someone on the team with opposable thumbs. So today, we are now eating that hit to the time that it took to infiltrate, and we're starting over again, and we're going to take our next crack at LIB4 and maybe, depending on the situation, even push it a little further. So I'm hoping it's going to go cleanly. I'm hoping it's going to go well. So let's go ahead and survey this situation and see what we got. Yeah, Savax, good to see ya. High five. So if we zip on out, you will see that I've actually started the Skulljack project out here. So it's actually, I literally just clicked it. It's using 75 supply and an officer corpse. We got that corpse fair and square in a faceless engagement, so that was awesome. And I moved some of our bunny engineers over so that we can reduce that time from 11 days to 4 days, which is way more manageable, and it's going to keep us on the main path. More importantly, it's going to allow us to hopefully continue to skull mine more regularly whenever we've got the opportunity, so that we'll be in a spot where we've got enough intel to keep expanding, etc, right? So that's been really the only thing that I've adjusted. Obviously, we paused some excavation down south in order to make it happen, but overall, it's been pretty unchanged. We've got 2 teams that are currently infiltrating. We've got 2 new bunnies. That's Cindy the Cat and Crecho. Cindy the Cat is our very first Frost Lancer out here. And then, of course, Crecho, for the first time, we've got the partially naked bunny out here. He's showing off his tribal tattoos and the fact that he's actually wearing some kind of a skull cap and armor, but he decided not to wear it elsewhere because he's got the power of bunny faith protecting him to the sternum, right? So that's the idea. And he's a fortress, believe it or not. The less he wears, the more powerful he becomes. Obviously, it's a fantasy armor trope. So I'm really digging this. I'm really excited to see what Crecho can do here, because I've always wanted to use a sectoid abjurer. I've just didn't enjoy fighting against them, hence me wanting to use them. So if we head out to the map right now, hey Hiki Ira, welcome, high five, happy Thursday, yeah? So if you take a look at the strength out here, West Africa is rising to 5, so it's not going down. And we are currently scanning out in Western Europe, and we are 58% to our second attempt on our LIB4, and we are 18% on our attempt to clear out another engineer to allow us to continue to excavate further, faster, harder, and hopefully open some crates. So we're going to start by just scanning out in Western Europe. We only have 18 supply. We had 8 before I adjusted some things, but then I went to the black market, scrounged up some supply, and we were able to get ourselves started on the Skulljack out here. So, and not a moment too soon, because the Avatar project progress continues to rise. That is always gonna bite me and make me a little nervous. Okay, here we go. Troop column infiltration mission. So this is something that we've been pushing forward on the covert ops. I hope we've got a team for it. I realized that I kind of deployed our bunnies, and I don't know. I don't know if I've reserved enough bunnies to engage this one safely. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got. Yeah. Hey, Smaves, good to see ya. High five. Here it is. This is the mission that we have revealed. 5 days, 23 hours. Our very first full salvage mission that we can actually undertake due to the reasonable infiltration timer. So I'm just hoping that I reserved a crew for it and they actually have equipment. That would be great. So Air Force Bun is ready to go. So who's going to be scouting this one, right? So if we organize by rank, do we have any phantom capable bunnies out here that aren't completely going to destroy the enemy outright? Well, the Alloy Shiv. We could bring Hidden Sage. Oh my god, we could bring Hidden Sage. That's so smart. Oh, and we've got Murder Merlot, a brand new Wraith out here. I mean, he's definitely doesn't usually exist in this range of time, so he'd be very tanky. So maybe we'll bring him, Winter Sentinel, to tie people down. Yeah, that seems great. Let's bring as many advantages that we normally don't have access to. Naja, yes, I like that. Muton Hunter, sure. More shooting, sounds great. We've got our Frost Adder. By the way, I have bonded both Smeebs with Anti-Evil, so our Frost Mamba and the Frost Adder are best buds right now, and I guess that just seems to make the most sense to me. We've got a brand new Sectoid Abjurer. Let's stay away from our brand new buns out here. I guess the Alloy Shiv would be pretty nice, actually. They do have Medical Protocol. Other than this, we have no healing whatsoever, so we probably want some kind of Advent presence. How about a Priest? How about a Priest? Okay, so is this good enough? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. 98%. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Okay, so we might have to boost it. I guess. Well, who's bringing this one down a little bit? Is it the presence of our Wraith? Because that's 4 days 20. Maybe if we stick in a normal bunny, Vendrill's also able to manipulate things. Yeah, how about that? We got Vendrill, 6 days 1. No, that's not as good, yeah? There it is. Is Tank Hair bonded with Super Glue? I mean, that would be awesome. Hey, Templar, thank you so much. Well, first of all, welcome. Happy Thursday, and thank you so much for the redemption of the Neuro Helmet 2.0. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. High five. You waited too long. You waited too long. You mean for the Super Glue? Oh, is that what that is? Let's see. We've got who would fit the bill, who wouldn't completely. Does the Shiv require more infiltration time? I seem to recall that some bunnies take like 1.5 times the regular amount of time. So right now we're sitting at 4 days 17 if we don't bring the Alloy Shiv. So let's say we brought a Frost Adder, 5 days 21, that's 100%. Okay, so that's, yeah, it seems like the Shiv was pushing us over. He's too advanced, too powerful. I guess that makes sense. We wouldn't want to completely overrun the enemy when we're trying to stun them and take all their stuff. So I guess Frost Mamba has some guarantees. That's nice. We've got, oh yeah, Anakitas, and we've got Jobin. Well, I'm tempted to bring Jobin. The problem is Jobin has a lot of grenades. I'm going to be very tempted to use them, and they don't have any sort of needle arsenal. How about our boy Anakitas? That seems great. Look at this team. My God, look at that. This seems swell. I'm sure this is going to do just fine. Going to do super well, I can tell. All right, ceramic plating across the board. Yes, please. And we're going to take a look at utility items. Do we have any alloy plating? We could bio-alloy plating. Only the best for the bunnies. That's what we're talking about. Who's most likely to get shot? Probably Sai. Probably Sai. So we're going to go ahead and give Sai, who is a giant snake, the bio-alloy plating. That seems fantastic. Do we have any sort of other alternative plating? We've got 1 AP round. I mean, I suppose that should probably go to, I guess, Anakitas out here. Although, we probably need some upgrades for his weapons as well, right? And we're borrowing the Muton Stalker Rifle, so he's not as punchy at the moment. We're talking about an adjusted Pathfinder Rifle at 12 supply. This is going to be our last purchase, because I'm out of supply. Go figure, right? Do I have any replacements here? Make weapons available. Aha! We just have to borrow it from other bunnies. That's what we're talking about. There it is. Make armor available? No, I haven't gotten that far. What about here? I think Debs is using this one. Yeah, so it's just the regular old Stalker Rifle, unfortunately. For the Pathfinder armor, do we have any? Nope. Don't have any there. Okay, so all of a sudden, I might want to bring someone else until I can get a better gun. That is one big snake. It's a super big snake. Good to see you, Crossbow. High five. If I were to bring someone else who already has upgraded stuff, I know our Stun Lancer is. He's got Whirlwind. I know Sojin is. He's got stuff. So let's bring Sojin. Oh, no, he doesn't. Does he not have better stuff? I'm like digging deeply here. Okay, I know our Stun Lancer does, and he just picked up Whirlwind, so that's going to be super helpful. He's very stunny. So we'll say weapons available. You know what? I probably bought the rifle for him instead of our priest. Maybe I should probably give it to him. All right, so I'm sorry, Alexa Time. I had to borrow that from you. There it is. Okay, excellent. Looking good. Awesome. So now we can buy another Muton Stalker Rifle. I just need to find the right one. Here it is. Muton Stalker Rifle number 2. And the last one. There it is. Because we need to improve their aim, guys. Bunnies, we got to improve their aim. Give them that +5. Every advantage we can possibly get. We've got some healing here. Some healing here. In theory, more healing there. Allowing us to do other things and stay mobile this way, right? Like an AP grenade. Wow, he's carrying so much stuff. So much stuff. But I mean, AP grenades are very gentle, which I'm all about. Our Nausea could use the AP round. So we'll go in and give him that AP round. I don't have any more AP rounds. I don't know if we have what it takes to build it. I believe it's going to take 10 supply. We need 4 more supply, and we're going to go in without that. So there it is. Here we go. Weapon upgrades. And we're taking a look at the best scope that we have. It's a normal scope. Okay, we'll go with a laser sight. We'll go with a laser sight. It's going to be just fine. And we're going to nab us the elite autoloader. Yes, so we can keep shooting like a total boss that he is. Excellent. Okay, feeling good about this one. Scope, yes. You get reflex stock in case you missed. Our mutons have had a little bit of trouble hitting. Well, actually, now that I think about it, we might be able to get 100% crit if we use the laser sight here. Okay, I'm gonna swap this around a little bit. I'm doing a bit of a do-si-do. We're gonna go with a scope here to help out with 4 aim. We're coming in with a big laser sight here because he's got this one is mine, so we might as well lean deeply into it. That's gonna be awesome. And then we're gonna have ourselves an expanded magazine, so he's got multiple rounds. He's gonna have 3 rounds in the magazine. He's gonna be shooting indefinitely non-stop. That's what we're talking about. On a barrel launcher, just to soften things up, not to actually get any kills, because obviously we might accidentally hurt our loot, which are the bodies that we're going up against. And then finally, for the poor depleted rifle, we'll have a bayonet in case we need some flexible mobility. We'll go with a scope because we all know we all need the help we can get. And we'll go for an expanded magazine. Actually, you know what? A hair trigger. All right, feeling good, yeah? We want the best scope we have unless it's not a good scope. No, not a good scope's okay too. I mean, at this point, I will settle for any scope. Any scope whatsoever. Look at that. We even have some hand-me-down armor as well. Okay, feeling pretty good about this. We've got 2 AP grenades. We have no way of shredding. That sucks, but oh well. And yeah, looking good. Looking good. Excellent. All right, 6 days 1. Okay, that's not so good. Okay, maybe we pull back on the AP grenade here. We just have 1 AP grenade. How do we feel about that? 6 days 1. Do we have... No, I sold all our suppressors. All right, there's that. Because the thing is, this is the difference between bumping us to 13 to 15 or not, right? And they get a slight buff. So I'm trying to hold off on that one. I suppose I could... Do I pull off one of the med kits? Like, do I do this? Is that enough? 6 days flat? Yeah, I think I'm really stretching here. So I might as well go big or go home. We're going in for 13. We're that confident. We're that confident in this scenario, so therefore I might as well carry a frag. I mean, why not? We're gonna carry a frag. It's gonna be awesome. Yep, I'm feeling this right now. And for Hunter, heck, everyone carry a frag. Let's go. That's probably good enough. All right, here it is. Perfect. We're heading on in and we're starting our infiltration of our full salvage mission. We're going to be a little under-infiltrated and fighting against 13 to 15 enemies with some new bunnies here. HB's confident. Yes, super confident. Also not at the same time. Update your wills. So one thing that I learned yesterday is that whenever we start off with a mission, we probably want to make a save so that we don't run into the same thing that happened last time where I want to go back because I forgot to stick in somebody with opposable thumbs. So I just put in an interim save right there after we sent the launch so that we have a point to head back to. Let's continue to scan. We're at 84% on our second attempt of Lib 4. Hey, Tankhair. Yeah, updating our wills would be great. Hey, Storm Drake, thank you so much for the resub for 9. High five. I really appreciate it. XCOM will not be concealed at the start of mission. What? Oh, that's horrible. Wow. Really? Wow, that's horrible. Well, I don't like that. Okay, so we're fighting against 19 to 21, and it's only going to get worse. We need to over-infiltrate for me to feel any sort of confidence here. Incoming resistance communication. You have done sort of okay, he says. Okay, there it is. Wonderful. Damage control for the assassin. Our Warlock continues to climb. Chosen knowledge increase. Yeah, am I on the list for this one? Nah, I died after... I don't remember. I don't remember, to be perfectly honest. And when you say, are you on the list, are you talking about from a roster standpoint, from a deployment standpoint, from a squad standpoint? What are you asking? Yeah? Hey, Scalds, thanks so much for swinging on by, and thank you so much for your support. High five, yeah? Breakthrough Meld Variant. What is this? Enable the aliens to provide Advent units resistance against melee attacks through implanted nanomachines. Also greatly Advent unit bonus armor. Oh, that's not good for a lot of our bunnies, actually. And then we have the opportunity to choose a different thing. Counter chosen activity. That would be nice if we could. Gather intelligence. Bounty hunter training, which we cannot do because we don't have rookies. Recruit another engineer or gain another resistance contact. Probably a contact right now because we're completely stifled. We've got a captain. We've got antimatter. And we've got tank hair out here. If I could... Well, do we have any Haven advisors on duty? It seems Tyroki is. I guess we'll have a 2% chance to fail, gents. 2% chance to fail. It's going to be all right. I believe in you. So let's just make sure that they actually have equipment, because I have been known to do things like that before. Laser Muton Cannon. Oh my god, the only one able to wield it. That's our man. And let's do it. There it is. 2% chance to fail, 29% chance for ambush, but upon success, we'll have oh my god, look at this. Our 2 Haven nerds on supply this whole time has finally paid off, and we get 57 supply. That's what we're talking about. Hey, Thrake, high five. Good to see ya. We're gonna head on over, and we're gonna get so much supply. Actually, that's a legit amount of supply. I wish I had it a moment ago so we can build more stuff for our team. Corporal Richard Brown is an agent. Point of interest. 8 days out, there's something in the air, which means every time a kill occurs for both sides, it's going to give a combat rush. Well, free an important prisoner, extract a VIP. Usually these are a little more challenging than you would expect. Nice, so our officer's been healed as well. That means we can stick them in the infirmary and clear their fear. So let's go ahead and take care of this if we're able. Yeah, we got enough bunnies. Great. So we can bring our alloy shiv. We need someone who can probably carry a VIP, right? And we're fighting our way out. Oh, this is a fight our way out sort of deal. That's what it is. Okay, fair enough. We could bring our Wraith. Yes, he's good, definitely good for fighting our way out. We can get Anakitas. We can nab ourselves the Frost Mamba for hacking. We can nab Anti-Evil or Frost Adder. And we can grab our 6th in the form of a Frost Purifier. That way we've got some Advent presence. Let's just make sure that we've got some ablative on everybody. We do. We've got some flashbangs. We're going to come in with, let's say, a frag, just so we can deal with some less than desirable peeps out here. I don't know if we've got access to more weapons. Something tells me that we don't. I know we didn't quite finish our acquisition of supply, so I'm actually going to finish the 57 supply 13-hour amount of time, because I think it's going to allow us to build something to increase our chances of success, right? So we actually completed Resistance Radio. We didn't even do that on the first campaign, the previous campaign, so that's a nice change. And what's the blockage here? It is the presence of supply. I guess that makes sense. So there's a Faceless Autopsy for Advanced Battlefield Medicine and the Viper Autopsy for Battlefield Medicine. That's great. We definitely want to push down that route. And then we've got Celatid Turrets. That's right. We can build turrets. So I'm probably going to keep this as a secondary to the medicine itself, because the medicine's really important, right? We also upgrade our buildable unit melee, chameleon, suit, and needle rounds. I think I'm going to start with a Viper Autopsy first. That's going to unlock some battlefield medicine, and then after that do the advanced battlefield medicine so we can make alien nanomed kits. I think that'll be really helpful so our aliens can actually carry med kits for once, yeah? I'm leaving all contents in my dropship to you. I flushed them out the airlock on Monday. You did? See, that's the trouble, Evil Bill. That's the trouble, is that if you flush it out the airlock, then who is it first dibs? Like, how does that work, you know? All right, let's go ahead and start clearing more debris. Excellent. Now, mind you, getting a training center would be awesome. Don't get me wrong. It would be amazing. But it is not something that, let's say, I have the funds for at the moment, because you need 150 supply to make it happen. So let's just finish this up. This is 10 hours now. Man, every few hours something happens. 4 days out to start liberating Western Europe. No, thank you. And there it is. We now have 57 supply. Now we can head over to this. Instead of 8 days, 7 days. That's still enough. And I'm glad to see that Otherworldly Eyes has expired. That allowed Advent to spot us more easily. And a whole bunch of other buffs. So I didn't like them having that. And here we go. Okay, great. So Alloy Shiv, we got to fight our way out. Let's bring Job in. He was surprisingly, I mean, he surprised the heck out of me. We've got a Wraith. Heck, we can bring our, I guess, the Frost Purifier. We can bring the Frost Adder. And I should probably bring another Advent. We've got anyone else? Sectoid Abjurer, Frost Lancer, Officer. I guess the... How many Frost people can we have? Oh, and Anakitas. Yes, let's get Anakitas in here. Perfect. Okay, this is looking good. Let's go ahead and build some items, right? So what are we looking at? I'd like to do the Pathfinder rifle. There it is. That's going to be for Anakitas, helping out with his punch. Excellent. For the Viper shotgun, maybe that's not the highest priority. What about like frost axes and stuff like that? Is that something that we have access to? We're looking for upgrades. Viper shotguns 12 supply. Well, we could do that as well. Tell you what, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to the Frost Purifier. We're looking for light blue on the filter. And if we get the Frost Purifier, we'll be able to see exactly what we can make for him. And it is nothing. He doesn't need anything. That's the real truth of the matter, it seems. Okay, fine. You got me there. Tell you what, any armor that we can wear. I think we already expunged it. Probably our Frost Legion armor would be welcome, just because you cannot use cover, right? Frost Legion alloy armor, perfect. We've got a lot of alien alloy. And I think I'm going to go with this right here. Can we make a couple of AP rounds? I'm finding those to be really, really, really useful. AP for the Pathfinder Hunter, and anyone else who's shooting will go for Murder Merlot. Perfect. AP rounds right there as well. Excellent. And I think that's pretty good, although I don't have any ceramic plating here on Jobin, so now we do. And he's got the flashbang, he's got a ceramic plating, we've got one source of healing. I'd like two if possible, so instead of the flashbang, let's come in with a med kit. There it is. So now we got 2 sources of healing, 3 actually if you include Hidden Sage, our new updated Shiv. We're gonna go in and get some upgrades for Anakitas. I realized we don't really have any scopes or anything, so it's just as is. So expanded magazine, we'll grab ourselves an advanced stock, because why not? And for our assault shotgun, let's go ahead and nab an underbarrel launcher. Why not, right? Why not? He's been doing a lot of lobbing of nades, so why not have a magnetic launcher and an underbarrel launcher? Seems to make sense to me. And then we've got ourselves an expanded magazine for our Wraith. And for our shotgun, we're going to get an autoloader. And I think we are looking good. 7 days 6, we're pushing the limit. And we're going to fight our way out on this one. This is excellent. Yeah, I have no need for will. We've already fired at will. Yes, we have fired at will. Poor guy. And we even stuck a hat, or what, an apple on top of his head? I mean, he was ready to tell. Let's put it that way. He was ready to, William was ready to tell. All right, out we go. And we are so close to 125%. So let's continue. And there it is. So what are we looking at now? It's 16 to 18 still. Oh boy. All right, bunnies. I don't think I can change this at all. If I were to boost this, it's still 16 to 18. I think that's as far as I can bump it down. Last time it was 13 to 15, and things are just getting worse. So let's try it. And we're doing it without any sort of long-range shots or anything like that. This has me a little bit nervous, I'll be perfectly honest, because, man, 13 to 15 felt manageable. We had 15 on the field, including Requiem. Now, Advent Strength has risen, so we might have more than 1 Requiem, and we've got more units in general, and we have the same amount of time, so, and we don't have any long range, so, yeah.
Commander, this will be a 2-pronged assault.
Operation War Mother, let's do it. UFZ, thank you so much for the redemption of Hydrator, really appreciate it.
If we can seize control of of that data, Shen's cooking up a little surprise for them that should more than get their attention.
Welcome back,
Lock it
Reed
down,
Goblin Crew.
secure
High
the
five.
surrounding area, and remove all enemy security forces guarding the target. All goes well.
All right, this is attempt number 2 of Liberation 4, and it is tougher in many ways, right? So we're going to go ahead and move with our Muton Infiltrator. He's got tracking. If we move this way, I think the problem that I'm having is that I can't get through the window without losing our stealth, right? So I'm just immediately going to start to move laterally to the right, because at least I have some semblance of control over, you know, whether we're stealthy or not. I'm just going to keep it a little short, come up short here. Caught a bit of a flash. Pathfinder Officer and the Engineer will have Kid Pup right behind. He has Phantom, should anything go wrong. And we'll have Uffizi be way in the back, because Uffizi is very difficult to hide. That's what I have been told. I'm going to already start making Bitterfrost grenades with Vergant. That was a mistake that I made last time. And then, of course, we got Jane Kelly this time. And she's headed on up. She's got a brand new laser sword. Never built that before. So this is a very close range team, unfortunately. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know if we've ever deployed a close range team on a Liberation Tower like this. Okay, heard a door. Let's, I guess, just tuck up a little bit, but only for Night Dancer, and we'll hold, because we need to let them clear through. With Kit Pup, I'll just cross over a little bit. Hard Overwatch here. Vergant probably has a cooldown on improvising a grenade, so we'll have him move right next to Jane. And Uffizi will hide behind this giant air conditioner right here. It's the only thing that sort of matches him in size and how bold that he is. And hang tight. We have a laser rifle on Jane, so it's kind of like mid-range, right? They did not move. Well, we can't move until they move, so we're going to stay right here. We haven't started the reinforcement timer yet, so no point in rushing it. Okay, well, if... Can they stand there indefinitely? Do I have to, like, bait them out or something? All right, tell you what. Let's get Night Dancer forward a little bit and hold again. I guess so. They're standing at the only choke point that I can get through stealthily and refusing to move. I didn't know they could do this. This sucks. I mean, if we have to fight from way back here, this is going to be an uphill battle with 18 enemies and a timer the moment we engage. So I don't think that is a smart thing at all. I will bump up with Kit Pup, I suppose, and we'll bump up here to high cover. And I suppose we're in a better spot there. That's cool. And then we're going to have Jane Kelly up a little bit. She can overwatch from that position. Vergant might as well make another grenade. It's the last one he can improvise. The game's saying we will not let you do what you want. Yeah, apparently. Apparently. I mean, what feels bad about this is that we've done this before, and we were about to win. We didn't even take a wound or anything. And this is out of necessity that we're doing it again. Oh, they are moving. Not ideal, but it's something. They're moving into the server stacks. Thank goodness. I mean, I'll take that. I will take that. I don't know if we're going to stay stealthed here. Just in case, I'm going to Ghost Walker it. That's going to reduce the detection radius by 25% for 2 turns. And we're going to tuck up to the window with Night Dancer. Hold. We have direct sight, so if we start moving other bunnies, then at least we have some semblance of whether we can sneak by or not, right? Staying here does not feel good. So I'm actually going to get on this side of cover, which scares me, because if there's someone here and they move down this... Oh, boy. I guess I could go up top. We could go up top. Okay, I'm going to head up top, because I don't feel safe going out here without having already seen it, and I don't have a blue movement to make that happen. Can I get Kit Pup up there as well? In theory, yes. So let's go. Oh boy. I hope they can't just like teleport through the roof or something. Can you imagine how horrible that would be? Here we go. Jane, just tuck up here. I am not getting anywhere close with Uffizi.
Got it covered.
Vergant already improvised so many grenades. I mean, like, he's getting restless right now. We'll hold right there. And I suppose for War Master, we will put him behind this giant block just to be a little bit closer and hold. All right, let's see what they do. They're right below us. Please keep heading out. He's not one you want to surprise. Yes, yes, he's definitely not. Hey, Riddick, good to see you. Oh, that turtle's so cute. High five. We gotta let him head by now because there's no way for us to get down without getting spotted. Do they just stay in the building? I mean, they got a pat. Oh my gosh, these guys are something else. Come on, guys. Well, we got another pod in front of us. So I've identified 8 so far out of 18. Hold. At least it doesn't take long to wait. Okay, so it seems like they stay inside of here. That is unfortunate. That puts a huge damper on the plans. My guess is it has something to do with how densely populated this map is, and the map isn't that large. Okay, so make that 6 plus 4. Make that 10. We got 10 on top of us. We can use the roof for getting past.
I'm on it.
There's a pod right here, and we can't... I guess there's a door there, so if we manage to get to the door, it is open. We could go through the building and not break the glass here. Network tower take 2. Yes, that's right. Network tower take 2, but a lot harder this time. Okay, so we got a big pod. One on the roof, one inside right here, and this is our best chance of slipping past. So, and we've got Ghostwalker on cooldown again. I almost feel like zigzagging back this way. You know what I mean? Because we've identified 4 here, at least 6 here, maybe more. I caught a flash in the back, so it might be 7. And out of 18, that's a sizable volume of the enemy. If we head in this way, we might be able to get out, maybe get on the roof. I don't remember where the pole is. Oh, there's a ladder right there, so potentially. So just because I can't see very well, although we have tracking, so I'm going to hop down with Night Dancer. We don't have to worry about Ghostwalker yet. Hang tight, and then we're going to jam it out. There it is. So that's kind of risky, but I mean, it's a risk that I feel we have to take. Kit Pup can move with. I somehow don't think I'm sneaking Uffizi by there. Jane Kelly might be able to go with. So here's the thing. Jane is the only bunny here, honorary alien, capable of interacting with the console. She has to go with them. It is not an option. So she's going to book it. What flavor of jam? Hopefully NBA. And hopefully it's, you know, wood-fired, right? Wood-fired. Okay, let's get Vergant up this way. And Uffizi is going to chill right there for now. Hold. Please let us move forward, and please don't let us get sandwiched in between this pod and the next. We have no line of sight break. The fact they stopped there, I don't like it. Oh my god, they didn't see us. They didn't see us. Okay, okay, hold up. Night Dancer, get up top. You have tracking. Sweep by proximity. Get to the roof. Excellent. And then we're going to travel around the outside. Contact? No contact? Perfect. Get on the roof now. Like, right now. Do it up. Come on, Jane. I mean, if anyone, you're the one who has to get to the console. Like period. Raspberry, yes. Love Raspberry. I almost feel like what we could do, so instead of sneaking through here, because we're probably not going to be sneaking, we could get Uffizi out this way, and he could park himself here, and then just use Bulldozer, because he has Wall Crasher. Instead of the first mission of the game, Gate Crasher, he can just Wall Crash his way straight through, and probably make it up here within 1 turn, right? So if he's out this way, he's just basically waiting to sprint. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him all the way laterally. We're not going to play their game. He's going to play his own. Looks like you have to hunker down. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Full speed for Vergant. He's going with. Hang tight. Pulling away from those guys. If they're going to stay there, they can stay there. We're going to pull away from them. All right, Night Dancer. Let's bump it forward. We're sweeping with proximity. He's got tracking. We've got sight on a Sorcerer, a Frost Legion Captain, and an Advent Sniper. Caught a glimpse of something up there, not sure what. If we're out here, there is a pipe we can get back up. But I'm just going to bump it over to the corner. And we see the command room. Okay, so let's try to do some kind of a rough count, right? Because obviously there's been movement. I don't really know. We have 4 in here. We can see about 4 here. So that's about 8. We counted about 7 here. So, I mean, they probably split. I think it was 2 pods. So it could be that, you know, this one moved over there or something like that. I thought I saw a flash up on the roof, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's get... We know there's no one inside, so let's get Vergent to push up. And we'll also get our War Master to do the same. And hopefully that's enough to conceal him from the enemy. He's not small. And let's hold with Jane. Kit Pup's going to tuck up a little more. And Jane's going to follow Kit Pup and just hold right there. Perfect. Okay, let's see what we got. Anyone tries to come to us on the bridge here, and we are going to be very, very, very skittish, let's say. All right, enemies pushing on us. I don't like that. Pod of 3 below. I mean, here's the problem. They could hop up the ladder, right? They absolutely could hop up the ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4. So make that 7 plus the 4. That's 11 plus the 4. That's 15. Plus 3, 18. We have now identified 18. 18 solid, right? So we've got 3 right here. We've got 4 right here. So we've got another 4 back in this building. They refuse to move. So that's 8 plus the 3. So that's 11 plus 6. Oh, I guess 17. Okay, well, 17 and the 16 to 18, that seems about right. Yeah, to back away to see what they do. Yeah, I might have to. I think our Night Dancer's the only one who can do it. Yeah, he can pull straight back. And we do have a way up. So let's... If I come out this way, I can. I mean, that's not bad. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trigger Ghostwalker for... Well, no, because without Jane, it doesn't matter. Jane's the one who has to get to the console. Do I dip off the edge, or do I get Jane forward before she gets trapped? A beautiful grenade. It would, yeah. I think I'm going to move Jane forward. Because we've got sight on all of these guys. And this is the detection point right here. Jane can make it. This group inside is likely by deduction the only group in here in the command room. And they started to move this way. So if we get Jane to push hard like this, chances are they're still going to continue their momentum here. And even if this group pulls, we're going to have a line of sight break here. So I'm going to make a dash with Jane.
Stepping off.
Cool beans. I probably want to fight with Jane, so let's get our Taipan here, which makes me a little nervous because if they do come back and somehow see, and we don't have a line of sight break right here, I mean, I'm going to assume that our detection radius is small enough, and then I'm going to Ghostwalker first to reduce our detection radius for 2 turns. And then bumming out this way with Night Dancer. Just to keep some space. Okay. And then we've got our War Master Uffizi. We'll get him right here. As close as we can without breaking windows and things like that. Like mutons like the bunnies want to do. And we're going to hold right here. All right, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. We don't find ourselves in a really bad spot. These guys are staying in on 4. We've identified 3. They're coming around the backside, but we got line of sight breaks to them. They went right to the roof. Oh my God, we are so lucky. So make that 7 plus the pot of 4. Make that 11. 11 pot of 3. Make that 14. Plus, we don't know inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 17. 17 identified. But bunnies don't have fingers. It is an impossible task. Well, first things first. Let's open the door. This door is closed. So Jane actually can make it here, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have Night Dancer come around the corner. He's got tracking. He's going to Overwatch here. We're going to hold with Uffizi, hold with Vergent. We've got Jane Kelly. If she's up on the roof and then comes down, that might be a way to safeguard her a little more. There isn't anyone on the roof, we can tell. So I think I'm going to get her on the roof just to avoid detection a little better.
Confirmed.
So she's going to, in case they come around the corner, our infiltrator is a little more stealthy, right? We actually have an interaction icon this time. That's great. And we might as well have Kit Pup. It will come through and then dash up on the corner right here. All right, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. And Overwatch. They're giving us some space. There's the pot of 4. I almost want to leave them alone. And we can do it. Awesome. We can totally do this. All right, so let's get Jane on the console first. Just get her right there. We have not been detected. Excellent. So she's right on tap and she can hack right here. Perfect. Oh boy, that is a big load off. Okay, so now the question is, how do we take advantage of the situation? How do we take advantage of this situation? Like, I suppose what we could do, because they're going to have a lot of enemies right here, right? This is going to be the greatest density of enemies. The only explosive support we have is on Vergent, and Vergent is locked back here. The moment he starts moving, he's going to cause a lot of issues. We would want to probably move and then send a nade, but we aren't going to be able to do so, which means we lose one of the stun turns to him just dashing. Then he gets off a fastball +1, or if he's in the perfect position to throw, like right here, let's say, maybe he's tossing 3 grenades maximum. He's got an AP grenade if they don't have armor. He's got a frag grenade to start, and he's got a bit of frost grenade to keep him chilled. And then on the next turn, we just have to fully commit and make sure everyone here is dead to safeguard our bunnies. The meantime, the War Master doesn't have double time yet. He's not that high ranked. He does have Wall Crasher. He can do a full dash out here. I mean, they're basically going to take one of our stun turns just to move. And then at that point, he does have a command. He could give another one. In theory, Vergent could toss 4 grenades. Night Dancer is 1 flashbang, but that's for later. And then Kit Pup. It's interesting because in a weird sort of way, Kit Pup is not as effective in this scenario because Kit Pup is in a situation where the enemy is not going to move and trigger his multiple Overwatch shots. So, I mean, he basically gets in with a slash, that's it. What kind of slashes are we looking at? He's going to have to start off, he's going to get like +1/+1. So right now it's 5 to 7. The next time is going to be 6 to 8. And then the last stun time is going to be 7 to 9. And then after that, it's going to be 8 to 10. So at least we're starting when the enemy is active with an 8 to 10 slash instead of a 5 to 7, right? So I guess the thing is, I'd rather let's let them do their thing. If they discover us, they discover us, and then we can just be ready to stun afterwards. I'm going to get Kit Pup on the opposite corner here. I'm going to have Night Dancer right next door. And they're going to stack up with Jane. Overwatch. Hold. Hold. We use the blue movement, so Overwatch. Hold. Oh my god, it's right there. My kingdom for a grenade right now. They came around the backside. At least they're a little split, I suppose. So here's the thing. I mean, we're going to do a dash. They're going to be out here. There's going to be a pod in here. We're going to focus on this group in the control room and whoever's on the bridge. At that point, we're going to keep fighting our way into or on the roof, break contact and line of sight, and then we're going to move out and engage again because we'll have cut off the ability for them to reinforce, and then we can take them piecemeal, ideally. They'll know that something's up. Obviously, while they're stunned, they'll see us run through and send in nades, and they will come to find us. So as long as we've got Night Dancer up here or Kit Pup or something, we should get first early warning. So I think that's the play. Hey, Reorcs, high five. Do we have any nades up top? We've got, well, we have the potential for 2 slices. We have for Jane, she's got the potential for 2 slices. Although she'd have to slice and then hack, so that's not going to work. So the hack's going to take Jane offline because she'll hack and then, I guess, hack and then slice. Hack and then do a slice. And then Kid Pup can get a slice. Okay, all I heard was boom. Yes. Okay, I guess now's the time, right? Let's start with the hack. And we're going to get a 2-turn stun. So go.
All right, give me a minute.
Hacking. We have 17 enemies, I think, to take off the field. 39%. Let's go for the small intel cache. Negative. It's all right. Crowded room. Very crowded, Mac. Very crowded.
Hack the defender.
All right, there we go. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it didn't spot all the other ones. Okay, well, everyone that we know of is stunned. We can see some loose positions here. We've got a pod here. We got a pod in this room. We got a pod out the back. We got a pod right here. Likely another pod on the bridge is the idea, right? So let's go ahead and find out for sure. We can move on the blue movement. We can do a drive-by right here, right? So fastball it. We're going to go ahead and toss out. They have a little bit of armor. Heck. Here, we're going to wall crasher. I'm going to start wrecking some cover on the way, so I'm going to take a bit of a detour by a tile on purpose. We've got shots at 100%. Do we do that, or do we go with the original plan and move all the way in? We've got targets of opportunity here. No. We need to make contact with the rest of the team. That's the highest priority. We get split up, we're dead. Okay, so just, you can take a freebie if you want HP, but that's about it. The Advent Sorcerer is mixing this up. I would usually go with an AP Grenade here, but he's the only one with armor. We potentially could get a Shred with a War Master if we stop, but that's a 70%, and I don't want that. We could also Oscar Mike with By My Command. We do have By My Command, so Oscar Mike's going to give us the +5. I should have done that earlier. I didn't think about it, but I'm going to Oscar Mike now. Better late than never. It's going to give all of the bunnies +5 mobility, letting Vergant get to the perfect position. I'm going to start out with a frag if this can land well. I guess at least we can shred the sorcerer a bit, but I wish I could get 3. I can only get 2. Is that worth it? There is the Bitterfrost grenade. Chills and shreds armor. I will take it. Although there's a Frost Legion captain, so no, I will not. Okay, I guess I'm going to frag 2. I'm going to frag out 2. This is fastball on the freebie. Drive-by grenade. Man, I am picturing Vergant right now, where Euphesi's like, you must go. And Vergant's like, what? What a guy. What a guy. All right, keep going, Vergant. You got this. Okay, who's on the bridge? Who's on the bridge? He's doing hurdles out this way. Oh, no one on the bridge. So they all went in here. Okay, that is unfortunate. That is not ideal. All right, well, let's start with this and then we'll worry about the rest, right? So let's see, our infiltrator and Jane. Jane does have an action. She can come in on flesh. Deals +1 damage based off distance. That's 5 to 7 right here. If we do lightning slash, let's hold on to lightning slash. So flesh 83, Celatid Grub 88, 83 on the Muton Beleaguer. We've got slash 100% on the Muton Beleaguer, Celatid Grub. I guess hit the grub. Come on, Kit. Get sight. If they're clustered, give them a few booms. Yeah, maybe. So I believe the Celatid is not stunned. It is not stunned. It's the only thing active right now, right? It's the only thing active. If it moves, it triggers. And Kit actually got an ambush predator hit off, right? We'll hold. Night Dancer's got lacerate to cause bleed. I mean, that'll be a nice way to handle things. He's got run and slice, and he's got disarming strike to disable enemy weaponry. We'll hold on to that one, right? So run and slice can deal 3 to 5, and we can deal 3 to 5 with lacerate, but the bleed's going to be really helpful. Run and slice to the Cryo Priest, Frost Trooper. Let's try to clear guns off the field. So we're going for the Frost Trooper, hoping to roll a little higher. Good kill. And then we got another one. We can lacerate right next door, a 99. Let's do it. So we've inflicted some bleed. So at least there's a dot there. Muton Infiltrator is frozen. Oh no! Oh no, I just lost a turn to freeze because I forgot about the cryo spray vest on the frost. Oh no, that's not good. So we just lost a whole turn of DPS there. That is really bad. Euphesi, since the enemy is out this way, let's try to drop some targets. We've got the Frost Legion Captain. We've got 100 on the Sniper. I guess work the Captain while we can. Send it. That's our first target down. There was no band more devious and more wretched in the whole 98 sectors than the Space Bunnies. That's right. Okay, well, we have Whirlwind. So I'm going to move with Kit Pup right next to the Celatid Grub. We still have Ambush Predator, so we can still engage. And we've got Flesh. If I hit that Cryo Priest, does that go off every time? Stunned Cold Snap. Frost Weave. Will instantly freeze any enemy melee attackers. Gosh darn it, man, I really missed that one. Alright, fair enough. If this is 5 to 7, our laser rifle isn't going to hit anyway because we can't see the enemy. Fair enough. Okay, well, let's just get on this side, 83. We'll take the 4. Fair enough. All right, there it is. There's the tick. And there's the clear on the Celatid Grub. And we're still frozen, so we lose both the turns for Night Dancer. Oh, my God. That is not good. We may have to just do some drive-by attacks here. Maybe converge on these guys and then come together. I think that might be what we have to do because they come online after this turn, right? Oh boy. So we've killed 3. I mean, that's a plus, right? That's a plus. Shot on 100, and then we've got a 70% right here. Let's take a look at Vergant. He does have the cryo later. If we back out this way, we're just getting away from where we know the other pod is. We can send a cryogenic bomb. We can send a shot. 87 on the sorcerer. Yes. Flanking shot. Perfect. All right, that's a clear. And for you, Feezy, send a shot on the trooper. And we have secured this side for now. We've secured this side. All right, we're going to be on the back side here. At least we can kind of meet up more easily. So now, can we take out these 2? We only have the 2 of us right now. I guess Kit Pup could get a shot on Ambush Predator. We could focus on the Muton Beleaguer and keep Kit Pup near the Cryo Priest, right? Yes, we could. Just don't melee the Cryo Priest. So Muton Beleaguer, here comes Kit Pup. We'll get the melee hit. Hatred begets hatred. Heck yes, high five. There's a kill for Kit Pup. Did you finish what failed campaign? I have no idea what you mean, Zest. Could you explain? And promotion for Kit Pup. Staff Sergeant. Excellent. Now, Jane could Lightning Slash, but that's a bad idea because then she'll be frozen. So, shot on is 100% right here. So, send it. 4 damage. That failed campaign. Please be more... If you mean the last campaign, yes. Yeah. Go Taipan goes to glow in the dark. Snaky Snoo, yes. Taipan Asar. I'm gonna hang tight right here. And that's the last of our stun bunnies. So at this point, this guy is number 7 out of potential 17. Well, potential 18 maximum. So we've cleared 7. Okay, so let's go ahead and end the turn. There's the bleed. He's probably going to Frost Snap in place, right? Other people are coming back online. Everyone's waking up one by one. Just heard something over there. Basically, 2 buildings here are waking up. Night Dancer stuck. Kit Pup's right next door. Raptor Commando is online. Advanced Trooper is online. Frost Legion Hardliner, Destroyer Commando. This is all important information, right? Okay, so we've got to clear here. We got to clear. We do not want to hurt this guy or shoot him at all, right? We don't want to shoot him. That's a definite no-no. Definitely don't do that. So what we're going to do is get up on the corner with Jane. And we'll turn it around and take a shot on him instead. And beautiful. That is a clear. High five. The campaign that you failed and cheated to pursue a certain goal. Yes. And the goal was to play the campaign and have fun. That was that was the goal. So yes, we completed the goal. We were able to see how all of our bunnies progressed and we were having a good time. That was the goal. Yeah. This is obviously a different campaign. We're doing an all alien advent buildable unit run. Yeah. We have fun. Yes. I mean, you know, we used the console command on that one. I guess we're using the console command on this one just because it's not actually possible to do what we're doing on this one. And we're, for the first time ever, going to be able to see every single playable advent and alien in one campaign and actually be able to have a sense of how they compare, what they do, things like that. Because normally it's totally random as to whether or not you get a chance to see it or not, right? Let's tuck up on full and we'll reload. And we got a War Master. We will tuck around and we're going to Overwatch here. For Kit Pup, let's get to the roof. We could actually come to the backside here because I don't want to accidentally see anyone because we're no longer concealed, right? Jane's going to be the most vulnerable at the moment. She's at the main window of the command room. So if they start rushing across the bridge, then we'll see. And they will engage. So they did not. That's great. So let's just take a moment and we'll try to regroup. We'll have Jane Kelly tuck back. We don't have to worry about any sort of shenanigans like reinforcements. There's no reinforcement timer because we've completely isolated this tower, which is a rarity for sure. So let's just get reloaded, make sure everything's topped off. And we're going to hang tight right in place. So everyone is now topped off. That's perfect. I hear that, but I don't see him. Night Dancer. I thought you wanted to see some aspect of the campaign and not the whole campaign. I was curious what the certain aspect was. You're not wrong. It's just that, like, okay, so I don't know if this needs to be, but in our campaigns, one of my greatest joys is to... I know everyone goes through stuff in their life. There's the daily grind, there's all kinds of stuff. One of my greatest joys, and one of the reasons why I really like XCOM 2, there's a lot of people out there that don't really enjoy XCOM 2 because it's not the same sort of look and feel as XCOM 1. It doesn't have the discovering aliens for the first time, the mystique, I think I've heard a lot of people describe it as, at least on articles online and stuff like that, the ambiance, the environment, the vibe of it all is very different. XCOM 2 is really individualistic, I feel, where you've got the potential for great heroism. One single bunny can turn the tide in battle if they have put in enough time, they've had enough RNG, and they've had enough support from the rest of the bunnies, right? So one of my greatest joys is to see named bunnies with our Bunny League's name on the characters, to see them become heroes. Because to see bunnies react to their character on the screen, just jumping just entire pods by themselves, getting in there, just destroying everything the avatar has to bring, destroying everything the elder holds dear, is awesome. I feel great. I feel like I've done my job. So as far as the point of any of these campaigns really is to give bunnies an opportunity to be a freaking hero every single moment that I can. So that's what I like about this game, outside of the gorgeous animations, the amazing sound, etc., and all the wonderful bonders, etc. So I guess it's usually the same. And the thing is with Ted Jam Plus, there's so much that you could potentially see that I can never see it all in maybe like 6-12 campaigns, right? So every time we play, we're looking at a different facet. Never built a buildable unit before. Haven't seen the vast majority of the aliens before. Haven't seen the vast majority of the advent units before. So that's what we're focusing on in this campaign. Yeah? But it's always the same. I just want to see bunnies be heroes, and I want them to feel good, and I want them to have a good experience, and I want them to be excited about watching their in-game avatar grow. Yeah? So that's, I hope that explains it, and I will always feel that way about XCOM, I will imagine. So it will never change. So if you're wondering why do I play XCOM so much? I mean, I like to get good at the game so that I'm good enough at it that I can do justice to the name on each bunny's character. Yeah? Hey, Antonides, high five. I'm very glad, Hiki. All right, let's get our Muton Infiltrator down. It's been the best, always having it. I think it's really, really cool. I think it's really cool. It makes me very happy, honestly. It does. So I know we've likely got some kind of contact, right? We've got the battle music playing. They say they're 4 active, which means they can see us. We don't see them. That makes me nervous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump it to the corner. They can probably get shots on us right this very second, and I don't see them yet, right? Yeah, I still don't see them. What about our War Master? If we do a hard book out this way and reconvene, maybe we'll be all right. So we're gonna go, and then we'll just form a gun line on the edge.
Whatever you say. And
then hopefully be able to defend the bunnies that are crossing the bridge, right? So that's the mini objective right at this very second, yeah? I'm so glad, Zest. I'm so glad. Oh, see, contact was behind us. I didn't realize. Cursed Trooper Covenant. What is that? Are they raising the dead? I didn't know they could do that. Risen. Oh, they are raising the dead. And, oh, someone died as a result. So they were coming up behind us and we mad dashed, guaranteeing that they wouldn't catch up to us. That's pretty awesome. I didn't realize that was the case. I'm so glad that, you know, we moved in this direction. So let's continue our momentum. Let's take the high ground and maintain the high ground. And whoever wants to come and besiege the Bunny League Castle right now, that's what they've got to do. They've got to come at us. We are not going to them because they seem very, very ready to die. All right, Night Dancer, let's go ahead and tuck up on the corner right here. We're going to have Jane Kelly get on high cover. We're going to pull Uffizi. I guess Uffizi can take a snapshot, 64 on the Pathfinder. Negative impact, and then he's going to back off the line. So back off. Actually, no, just stand your ground. Overwatch. We'll have Vergent come right around the backside here. Come at me, bro. Yeah. By the end, HB like an expanded team of one-man army killers. Endgame feel. Well, I mean, easy is relative. Easy is relative, I think. And then we'll go into Overwatch where the shotgun just doesn't feel so great. So I'm gonna get high cover, high ground, and let them run through Uffizi. All right, here they come. And Jane Kelly reload. And Overwatch. All right, what do we got? Shot on the Pathfinder. He's got the armor, so a little difficult to get through, but we gotta hit him, and he's very, very agile. And he's pulled back behind high cover. He's got innervative ammunition. He misses on Uffizi, who's jacked up. They shall not pass. That's right. Uffizi's here. They shall not pass. Shot on 49. I mean, just keep sending it. Eventually, you'll hit him, right? There it is, and dump him just like that. We've got one more in the chamber. Overwatch. Let's get... I'm going to get Jane a little bit higher right here. Actually, no, then she won't be unable to engage. Let's suck up Overwatch. She's got a laser rifle. She has decent range. We actually have an assault rifle's range, I believe, with a Taipan rifle or something like that. Overwatch. Night Dancer. Overwatch. Shotgun is not really ideal, but Overwatch. What do they got? Officer is visible. Uffizi sends the last one in the chamber. Gets a graze. Jane Kelly finishes the job. High five, bunnies. That's what we're talking about. All right, new contact on the bridge. Frost Legion Hardliner. We got a Destroyer Commando. We've got the Infiltrator at distance. Advanced Trooper on the bridge. Shot on Uffizi. I'm telling you, the Frost Legion hardliner almost always hits in our campaigns, I feel. All right, there's the Risen Cursed Trooper. He had a Covenant, and his Covenant has failed. It wasn't good enough. There it is. Excellent. All right, so we've got Overwatch on the Advanced Trooper. I mean, we definitely need to get reloaded for Uffizi. He's got the Pistol Shots 42, Pistol Shot Advanced Trooper 42. We have a command as well. We've lost our ablative on Uffizi. We do have a nade, but we have some range issues. Jane might be able to land something. There's a Frost Legion hardliner, and there's 63. I will take the 63. Let's get reloaded. Is MAIM a different percentage? 63? No, let's lock him in place if we hit him. Nice. Okay, so we maimed him, and we cleared the Overwatch. Caught a bit of a flash here of the enemy. I play XCOM 1 because I don't want to play the sequel without finishing the prequel. Fair. That's a fair. I totally understand that. I saw a video of someone playing with a single character destroying everyone with a sword. Fair enough. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. Well, I'm glad that you're playing. I just hope you enjoy it. Yeah. I guess we could get a flank, but at this point, it's about the castle. It's about the castle. We're out of range for kit pump. Let's get reloaded. We have no shots here, but we can reposition and get ambush predator. So I'm gonna go ahead and do so with kit. So we're still gonna get an Overwatch shot. Shot on 68 from here is pretty awesome. So let's just reload, take the shot on the Advanced Trooper. He no longer has the ablative, and send it. 68. Nice. We'll take it. We'll take it. Good damage. He's got 4. Let's get reloaded with Uffizi. And we got Vergent. Now, one thing we could do, Vergent is having trouble getting grenades into the fight, right? He's got the distance of about, let's say, 2/3 of this bridge. So if we're up 1/3 of the bridge, we might be able to tag the Frost Legion hardliner. Unfortunately, we'd have to use a Bitter Frost grenade. I think it's about the same range, but he's Frost Legion hardliner, so we don't have a frag. We'd have to use like a cryogenic bomb or something like that. So one thing we could do in the future is take Uffizi, move him up, he's cover, and then we stack right behind Uffizi like a living shield, right? I feel like we should probably maybe momentarily fall back with Uffizi. We could give a command, but we can't really see too many bunnies, right? We could shoot with Jane. I mean, that's not bad. Or we can take a shot ourselves, 64. I mean, guns off the field, right? But if we can tag the Frost Legion hardliner, that's going to apply psionic rippling and he gets a dot. So I'm going to do that and hopefully shred some armor if we're lucky. But that looks like it went awry. Negative. And incoming, I think, right? Vergent. Vergent, he can't go far enough that he starts presenting a flanking opportunity, right? Maybe what I'll do is I'll stage down below. And we'll just be prepared. Overwatch. All right, incoming. Hey, Metro, high five. Oh, Equilibrium's amazing. I love Equilibrium. That's an awesome movie. Yeah, shield removed on the Frost Legion hardliner. He now is 4+2. He just froze 3 of us. 3 out of 5 are now frozen, and we have 0 cover. Oh my gosh. Man, I really do not like the hardliner elites. They're one of my least favorite guys out there. Oh, that's awesome, Metro. That's awesome. Muton Infiltrator, we can run and slice. That's 100%, but he's got the cryo spray, right? Flashbang resistance, tech vulnerability, freezing micro missile, fire weapon. I seem to remember, I guess he's not an elite. He's just the hardliner. He doesn't have any cryo spray, right? Chance to resist disorient. Codex cannot be hacked. It doesn't say anything about us getting frozen if we hit him, right? So we'll get in with a run and slice. Hit him. Did 2 damage. And then we'll get shot on. And clear. Beautiful. Are you talking about Shadow of Kerensky very specifically? If you're talking about Shadow Kerensky specifically, then no, I have not. because I think it just came out, right? Hey, Des, good to see ya. High five. Cryogenic bomb can land. I think I will do that. Let's go ahead and place it. 3 to 5, and we roll 5. Perfect. High five. Oh boy, we are out of position. Thank goodness. Didn't realize that guy was still there. And we've got new contact on the last pod, right? That's 5. Destroyer Commando, Raptor Commando, Muton Harrier with the grenades, Advent Purifier, Sectoid. And he's got a shot. And we are... No! Oh! I don't like this freeze. And we're going to be stuck while they get a full turn of shots at us. Oh, no, 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 no. We thought. Oh, my gosh. Man, that guy's such a jerk. He's such a shirk. Oh, the Clan Ghost Bear one. Oh, the DLC specifically for Mech Warrior 5 Clan. Yes, yes, I have. Yes, I have played that one. That's a great DLC. Absolutely. And bunnies, please forgive me. I'm a little preoccupied mentally at the moment. So as far as answering questions about outside of what's happening at this very moment, which could decide whether the campaign succeeds or not, I am a little distracted. So I don't mean any disrespect. I'm just focusing on this battle right now. As soon as we get out of the battle, whether we've lost the whole campaign or not, I will more than gladly answer questions outside of the game. That makes sense. Yeah, this time with fingers. It's a little hit and miss, Dad. It's a little hit and miss. Infiltrator to the Sectoid. We've got Muton. Right, Warmaster. Shot on 64 across the way on the Purifier. We've got the Muton Harrier out here. Frost Bomber, we can tuck up and engage with Fastball. That might be what we need to do. So let's just push up, get high cover. I'm going to trust that we're going to take out the Engineer, no problem. We do have Slash. That's 3 to 5. We'd have to roll high for that. Or I could get back here and just shoot him. Let's get back here and shoot this guy and hopefully clear him. Nothing getting in the campaign more than asking a math question. Well, I was a math engineer, so I don't know. Thank you, Lord Cucumber. All right, perfect. High five. That's a clear on the engineer. Right now, we've got 5 active for a total of 19. So it was, in fact, 18 on the 16 to 18 because the Cursed Trooper rose an enemy, and that counts as another, right? So right now, these are the last ones on the field, as far as I can tell, according to the numbers. So if we were to send out a nade, can we reach? Yes, we can. Can we Bitter Frost Grenade? We can't quite reach, unfortunately, right? So that's not going to help. Can we get a shot on? 14%. We've got a shotgun. So I wish I could move just a little further. In theory, we could with a command point, right? We could get Jane up top. She could start shifting from above. I definitely want to contest their flanking movement. It seems like they're trying to push through into the interior or get on the roof and outflank us. So if we contest their flank, then it's going to force them to stall, right? So if we get Jane way out this way, then on the next turn, she should be able to get flanking shots unless they go hard up top. Can the Purifier make it up there and still take an action? Probably 1 here, probably 2, and then you can see Jane. So I'm going to go ahead and push Jane well out here, just trying to think about contesting their position and stopping them from doing the same. I was thinking about getting our Taipan and moving him out this way, but at this point, I feel like if Kit Pop moves with Jane, they'll have greater success, and then it becomes about us locking down our position and serving as some kind of a linchpin, right? So we're gonna hold the line and try to avoid getting overrun, and that's going to allow the flank to be more successful. So right now we've got Vergant, we've got Uffizi. Now Vergant cannot move up to get any sort of Bitter Frost Grenade or anything like that, unfortunately, right? Unless he has help. Uffizi is unfortunately chilled after being frozen. Can he give a command from here? He can to Vergant. So if we move with the blue, can we give a command? We can. How far can Vergant move on a command? He has, in my opinion, inadequate coverage. He could move maybe like 2, get a Bitter Frost Grenade because he's just short, right? Because he could fastball. It's just short. We could AP Grenade, but this guy has armor, so that's not going to do anything. That's just going to be a waste of our only AP Grenade. So we'll just hang tight right here. We could close the door and rob them of some levels of sight, I guess. I don't know if that actually works. I think what I'm going to do is close the door, back off of the corner. I like to break line of sight. So I'm actually going to back off the door, hold, and then the turn is going to go to them, right? So we got a shot on 64. If we land a really good hit, we might cause a detonation. There's the sectoid, there's the Muton Harrier, and then there's the Destroyer Commando. We miss, we generate shielding. So let's just send shots at the Purifier and hope for the best. 64. That looks like it's off. I think that's a miss. That is a miss with our AP. And turn goes to Advent. Let's see what they do. Harrier's up. Misses Uffizi. Sectoid shifts up. Is he raising the dead? He's raising the dead. There it is. Tactical door usage. Yeah. They don't exist if you don't see them. Well, it's a glass door, I think, is the problem. All right, shot to Uffizi. Negative impact. Raptor Commando. Shot to Vergent. That's what I was worried about. And negative impact. Perfect. And then the Destroyer Commando. He's got a side pull potentially. Wrong side of cover there, but he does have Overwatch. There it is. They've lost their ablative. Thank God it wore off. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, obviously, we come up this side. That's all great, but he's got Overwatch, right? So it looks like he was... Oh, I get it. For some reason, I thought, why is this guy on this side of cover? Why did he hop out this way? He's getting high cover, seeing that the flank is coming, right? Or calculating that the flank is coming. Well, how do we clear that? There's Overwatch. There's Uffizi. Uffizi doesn't have a shot on the Destroyer Commando. Vergent is somewhat hampered in his movement. If anyone has a chance to blow through that Overwatch and not care, let's go ahead and get a free reload. It's probably Uffizi. I'd ask Tank Hair if he's dead, but I leave the question for it. Well, if you ever want to know if someone is dead, you can go to the pin link in Twitch and YouTube chat, and it'll guide you right here. Just hit TEDGEM plus roster, and you can see there is 0 KIA right there, yeah? So that's one way to check, yeah. If we can get Pants on the Sectai to call this mission a success. Yes. Yes, sir. That would be the way. We could wall crash it through. Give a command and start just dumping nades. That's one way to handle it. Wall crash is going to let us go a little further. If we're right here, we have no shots. And I feel like Uffizi needs to be a target right now. Shots from here is 64. He could send 2, pop a Purifier, but does that help the rest of the bunnies? Not necessarily. So I'm going to have Uffizi wall crasher. We're going to destroy some of our own cover, but it's going to allow him to move out this way and be seen and ideally trigger something, right? Oh, they didn't even shoot at him? They didn't even want to? Well, there's a Psy Zombie on the right. Advent Purifier to our left. The Destroyer Commando's on 39. That's not ideal. I guess we could hit the Psy Zombie, but it's going to take him a bit to get to us. If the Infiltrator moves up this way, he can get shot. He's got 2 armor plus 3 ablative. So we can kind of survive it and then send a flanking shot. You know what? I'm just going to run it. I'm going to run it with Night Dancer. Miss. Beautiful. I'm clone number... Yeah, a whole bunch of clones. Sectoid. 83 on the Destroyer Commando on flank. Night Dancer. Nice. Big hit. Punishing him for his absolute impotence. All right, Vergent. Well, we can bump it up to the half. Let's do it. We can fastball. You know what? I'm just going to send the AP grenade, whether they have armor or not. Oh, just short. I guess we can hit these 2. We'll get 1 point on the Destroyer Commando, just short of the Raptor Commando. Can we get that command? You know what? Before we do that, let's see what the flanking effort looks like, right? We've got a flanking shot here. We've got Flesh on a Muton Harrier, and because he's range support, it doesn't look like he has any sort of like counterattack or anything. We could hit the Purifier, but he's probably going to explode. For our Taipan with Whirlwind, let's gladly hit the Muton Harrier and try to refresh Hatred Begets Hatred. And there it is. Wonderful. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. But I guess there are upgrades for him that allows you to get that. And then we're going to put Kit Pup right behind the enemy with Ambush Predator and nowhere to run. Jane Kelly, she's got flesh. That's a guaranteed, if she can connect, that's almost a guaranteed kill. But then she's left out in the open. How about... let's get the high ground. We'll get a shot on the Purifier. Just keep causing havoc. 98%. All right, Graze, we'll take it. We'll take it. Tank keeps rolling clones. Tanky Fett. If I give a command, Vergent can get right up on the sectoid, right? All right, so let's give our only command. So Vergent's going to push right up on the sectoid. A little worried about the Purifier, I realize, but we've got a Bitter Frost grenade. We'll hit these two. Good chill and shred. And then he's got a bayonet or the shotgun. From this position, we can just bayonet. Yeah, do it. Melee vulnerability. Nice. All right, that is a clear on the sectoid. So that drops the zombie way in the distance. Perfect. We've got 4 left. And Uffizi. Oh, that's right. Uffizi's got by my command, so his turn's not over. Totally forgot. Let's go ahead and try to take the Purifier out. There it is. Beautiful. High five. Now we've got 3. And they're all damaged a little bit. Peace out. All right, Harrier moves. Ambush Predator. Hits for 2. He's pushing up on Jane. High cover. Oh, boy. All right, she took some damage, but she's still fine. She's still fine. Raptor relocates. Behind Kit Pup. I didn't know he could... oh, my God! Kit Pup doesn't care! And shot to Uffizi. There it is. First damage on Uffizi. Excellent. Wow. Kit's like... this is the definition of I'm not stuck... I'm not stuck in the room with you. You're stuck in the room with Kit Pup. That's what that is. That's what that is. Oh my God. All right, striking the Harrier. Come on, Kit. Get this guy. Honey Badger. Yeah. Eat it. Beautiful. That's a clear. High five. We've got 1 health remaining on the Destroyer Commando. And we got our Frost Bomber. Oh, you know what? We can just send the Cryogenic Bomb. Do it up, Vergent. High five. Beautiful job. Oh my God, we live. We live. Wow. War Mother, 3 wounded, 20 dead. And they survive with no long range. Holy crap, that's amazing. Okay, now we can talk about whatever the bunnies want to talk about. Again, I apologize. I have a difficulty thinking. Their Advent can fly through roofs. Well, they can jetpack it. And apparently they can, you know, create a very clean hole through the roof as a result, right? Contact the resistance in the black site region. There we go, yeah? Isn't Lilith Hall a character? I think she... I mean, I believe so. I don't remember if her last name is Hall, but Lilith is a character, I believe, right? We've got 2 4-day redundancies here, and we've got 4 promotions, one of which is Staff Sergeant Kit Pup, which is our highest rank so far. Thank you, Dad. It's high five. Okay, so that was a little harrowing, but the bunnies made it through. That is so great. That is so great to see. So what do we got? We got 4 brand new promotions. We have a promotion for Uffizi. Did a great job. And there it is. I was looking for this. War Cry is awesome. I think it's going to be great. We get all kinds of major boons to other mutons and berserkers that we don't have yet. And then we have lesser buffs to some of the other biological units out there. So Uffizi's doing a great job. And his next promotion is going to get him double time. That would have been really helpful in that engagement. Yeah. What does a math engineer do? Oh, I don't know. I mean, apparently play XCOM with the bunnies, because that's what I was. Is it a joke? I'd like to discuss the theory of relativity. Oh, man. I mean, you can discuss it. I don't know how constructive or how helpful I will be. All right, Kit Pup, here it is. So we want a Deadly Bite. Now Kit gets Deadly Bite. So This is sort of a combination ability is what Mirist had mentioned yesterday. I hope I'm not butchering it. So essentially, this is like a dogpile melee using biting with Kit Pup. And then on top of that, it's also sort of a blade storm, right? Any enemy that enters, exits, or attacks from melee range during the enemy turn gets bitten by a free bite. So he gets the nowhere to run, he gets the ambush predator overwatch, and then he gets deadly bite. So really, really cool stuff, yeah? Hey, Bahato, high five. So far, so good, Bahato. Thank you so much. It does help a lot with XCOM. I don't know if you need to be a math major to do it, but I just happen to be one, right? So reconnoiter, soften up, and full throttle. It'd be really nice to get a free battle ball. I mean, how helpful would that be? That's amazing. Are you kidding me? Soften up, +2 bonus damage on targets with full HP or full throttle. Gain 2 mobility with every kill this turn. I like the 2 mobility every turn, but man, a free battle ball? Yes, please. That sounds great. Free action, right? I appreciate you seem to be a solid guy. Treat my gifted sub as a token of this appreciation. Oh, thank you, Zest. Well, honestly, I mean, like, I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you or I hope I'm not being rude. So that's the main thing. So thank you very much. I really appreciate the support and you just being here. Hey, holy crap. There it is. Hey, Goblin Crew Green. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Bunny League on Twitch. Yeah, high five. All right, so we've got biggest booms. Yes, for Forget. That'll be awesome. +3 damage, 50% chance for +3 damage on the crit. Grenades and standard rockets. That's going to be awesome. I'm all about that. Epic. So now they're going to be even more effective. And those are the promotions. So right now, our highest ranks, we've got 3 staff sergeants out here. That is amazing. And what's even better is that as soon as we've got the opportunity, we can actually start training our War Master again at the officer training school. So what kind of bonds do we have? We've got the Taipan with the Sidewinder. I think we were ignoring that one. And then we've got a War Master and a Shield Bearer, and we were ignoring that one as well. So we finished the Skulljack. That's excellent. We've got 16 supply, 123 intel, and we've now unlocked the regional HQ, I believe. Is that right? Operation Crystal Giant. So this is the next of the Golden Path missions out here. Incoming resistance comms and assault Advent HQ. This is it right here. This is the big one. Enemy material full salvage out this way. So what's the enemy strength in the region? If we take a look at West Africa, it's 6. So when we defeat the regional HQ, it's going to redistribute the strength. It's going to drop the strength by 5 and bring it back down to 1. So we need to be ready for that. We've got an ambush troop column. We've got an extract VIP. I'd like to recover some of the bunnies before we try any of that infiltration. So let us continue. Officer training completed for, yes, actually, that's excellent. So he's already started his Zen and yoga training. Excellent. And then we're going to go ahead and toss in Ufizi. I cannot believe he's able to just walk out like that. Yeah, we figured out now you got to like go back twice, right? So Ufizi's going to get moving. Incoming or get some for crit. I guess let's go with get some. So he's going to be able to pump up crit. And then speaking of which, I think Calico can finally remove his fear. So that's excellent. He's the only one with the fear right now. So there that is. Excellent. Yeah. Hey, Vendrel. High five. Good to see ya. If my mother had a beach house in the north of Denmark, I'd been doing vacation there as well. Lack of internet be damned. Yeah. Oh, and I'm glad, Zest. I'm glad. Okay. So far, so good. We now have access to a Skulljack, so it's just a matter of utilizing it on an officer of some kind. And there it is. So extract VIP. This is a fight out of the region. 7 to 9 enemies on the field, and we'll get a point of interest and another engineer. Man, we're stacked on engineers. This is great, especially for crates, right? Because every time we pick up a crate, I've been kind of selling them because we don't really have a good way of opening them without using our very valuable supply. But now, if we have enough engineers, we're going to be able to open at least the lower level ones for free. So that's going to be really, really great because there's actually some pretty nice stuff in there. Like the, there's one rifle. I'm drawing a blank on what it's actually called. It's not the Persuader pistol. I think it's the Inducer rifle. It essentially acts like an SMG that can reset cooldowns. So the lower level ones, you've got one charge of the reset. The higher level ones, you got multiple charges of the reset. So it's really nice stuff to have. How do you prepare for the drop in regional strength? I guess just be aware that if there's an adjacent region that you're using for your missions, so like there's a strength 1 region right next door, right? and you're using that one to scan for all your missions, just try to get whatever you need to do there done first, and then just so you don't have a bunch of strength to dump into that region potentially, and then all of a sudden it just jacks up the strength, and then you might trigger a retaliation that maybe you don't want, right? So you're just kind of like considering things. It's how I see it, but there's probably better ways of preparing for it, but at least for me, that's what I'm thinking about in my head, yeah? So we've got a full concealed start, rescue VIP from an advent prison. So this one, we've actually got to break them out, right? Contact, and then a fixed position. As far as our spawning point, we are on, oh wow, we're firmly ensconced in the right side, it seems. There's the edge. So we are in this corner. So if we run all the way down, we can kind of do a bit of a detour. I still think I'm going to move down this way. I know that there's like valleys here, and I think right here, and then some bridges that go across to give us access, or the enemy access to us. But since we're concealed, probably the fastest way for us to move across the field. There's 7 and 9 on the field. We got Who's Kojo Bear, our sapper, who is a ranged hacker. We got Persuaded Terror, who is an amazing scram gun user. We've got C-Tim, our sectoid, still trying to train him up. We've got Grandpapa Dats on this one. That's excellent. He has been borrowing the Mutant Stalker rifle, but this one is his now. He gets to keep this one, right? Because we built a second one. I'm going to get Sven Skippy up top. And then we got Panzerbun, our shield bearer. He's already proven himself many times over as incredibly valuable with all the ablative support he can provide, yeah? At least the escape is right next to the pickup. That's totally true. That's a very, very good point. Very, very good point, Goblin. I learned how to make stickers and DDS files. Kind of handy for putting a guitar wreathed in flames on the side of the ARG. Oh my god! High five. That's awesome. I think, if I recall, don't you need to make the logos or the emblems kind of like sort of reversed and upside down? Does that make sense? At least if you're looking at your screen normally, they're sort of reversed and upside down so that when they appear in the game, they're right side up. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab C-Tim. And there's so much cat fur. And the problem is, I admit, when I'm a little bit damp, let's say, the cat fur just sticks to my face, my mouth, my nose. It's... I love my girls, but my gosh, sometimes they shed so much. I'll be perfectly honest. Here we go. Small movement for C-Tim. We're just taking the fact we are concealed, and we're just kind of bumming it forward. We got Grandpapa Dad's full speed right behind C-Tim, yeah? The cat fur, yes, yes. It was funny because I actually started using towels at first, thinking that's nice. It's reusable. All I have to do is wash it. It's great. And just expecting that, you know, the closet's kind of hot. But I found that if I use not a paper towel and just a towel, everything that I own that goes through our laundry, it has cat fur on it. Now everything does, right? Unless it's brand new, and that's not very often that I have brand new textile items or something like that, right? Go get a Master Annihilator. There he is. Hold. There we go. Contact. Standard Muton, Advent Gunner, and a Viper. So that's 3 out of the potential 9. Let's bump it forward with Persuaded Terror. No contact, and we'll bump it forward again. There's civvies here, so they're going to cause a bit of an issue for us just booking it. And full speed C-Tim, full speed Grandpapa Dadits, full speed for Panzerbun. We've got full speed Sven Skippy, and full speed Who's Kojo Bear. There it is. My late dog was 100 pounds and shed fur in clumps as big as fists. That is very easy to picture. I like the comparison point there. I used to go everywhere looking like I killed a sheep. Weirdly enough, when I lived with my roommate who had both a cat and a dog, I didn't get much fur. Well, I guess it depends on the cat and the dog, right? I mean, like, I know Jemmy would be considered long fur, I suppose, as opposed to not, right? Oh, can we just run right by these guys? Look at this. We can run right by their detection. As long as we're moving laterally, I think, right? That's epic. Let's take advantage. So if we run straight like that, then we don't trigger. Man, I have to say, gotcha again is such a powerful tool because it allows you to really see the finer points of your movement. And I really think it's so good. Although I realize that right now I might have... Does that work? It didn't say that I was gonna... Oh my god, wow, Who's Kojo Bear is seriously stealthy. He's super stealthy, wow, that's crazy. It seems they have like 20 turns to finish the mission. That's true, which is why I like to take full advantage and move as quickly as possible until these points, right? We just encountered 3 more, so that's 6 out of the 9, right? Raptor Commando, Sentry, and a Flame Viper. You put a pick in cute animal. Oh, thank you, Persuaded. I appreciate it. I will take a look afterwards. Thank you so much. Those civvies are really another conversation. Yes, they are. There's so much they need to discuss, and they haven't seen each other in a very long time. So I'm very, very glad that they have the opportunity to, you know, finally discuss things face to face. It seems like they were really missing out, right? There we go. And we've got our Shield Bearer Panzerbun, and then we got Sven Skippy, who's going to book it right around the corner. There it is. Wonderful. And hold. Hang tight. So we got to bust through this wall right here. I don't think we have a way of busting through the wall like normal, but fortunately there's a door here. I know, it's so mundane using a door. So I figure if we can secure the evac point and stage from there, that's going to make our job a lot easier, because it's a lot easier to fall back to a secured area than it is to actually try to secure the area when everything is on the line. Although now that I'm thinking about it, we've got some really nice shots. So I might just take this, actually. So let's start it off with Grandpapa Dad's. Let's get him to bump up a little bit. We'll see what his shot is on the Raptor Commando, because he's the one I'm scared of the most. And I'm gonna go ahead and lead the target on the Raptor Commando. We've got Sven. He has his pistol shots at 86, if he's a little bit closer, because I believe... If we look at that 86 and we take a look at the left here, it says aim is plus 71%, graze plus 10%, and weapon accuracy plus 5%. There's nothing about the weapon range. So I guess it's not bad for us to be this far, but I would prefer to be closer just because, let's be real, he has a giant flamer, right? So I guess I'm just gonna... Well, we'll hold there for a second. Our Sapper, 90% to hit on the Flame Viper. He's got a hack potential, reflex, and squad precision. Reflexes, I think, is personal. Squad precision, I think, has to do with our crit, I believe. And I don't think 24% is worth risking blowing our cover. I give myself a single turn. If I fail to complete the mission, I reinstall the operating system. Wow, that's pretty serious. Soldier dodge increased by 25 for 7 turns. Or squad crit chance increased by 25 for 2 turns. Not worth it to me. Not worth it there. What is this door thing? Yes. What is a door, and why do we need to worry about it? Sectoid, we could give ablative. Mind Merge gives will, critical chance, and ablative hit points. Well, and then we've got Persuaded Terror. Let's bump it up a little closer right next to Dead's. And he's got a shot, 85 on the Flame Viper, 36% chance to crit, 85. What we could do is bump up a tad, and we could Mind Merge with Persuaded Terror, which I don't think breaks our concealment. I sure hope it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Great. So he has more ablative, and his crit is now a little bit higher. That's excellent. He can also poison spit. And then we've got the ablative right here, and we've got a decent shot. I think I'm going to Overwatch. And I'm just going to Overwatch with a pistol. And we're going to Overwatch with our Sapper. And then Persuaded Terror is... gonna Overwatch for now. There it is. I think the doors are the manifestation of the evil activity or alien activity in this case. Yeah. If you miss a shot, you restart the campaign. Oh yeah, I'm never gonna get past Gatecrasher. That's dead. And goodbye, Raptor Commando. 2 questions. Hey, Crow. From yesterday's VOD, could you not invert when bound by the snake? Oh, you're not a bother at all. As far as invert when bound by the snake. Oh, like in. Oh wow, that guy's dead. Did we get the whole pod? Nice. Sorry, Crow. I was reading your question and I missed the fact we killed everybody. Wow, nice. Good job, us. Pat on the back. That's what we got. There it is. You were saying, could you not invert when bound by the snake? If you're talking about, you mean invert with the person who is bound? That I don't know. I didn't think about that, to be perfectly honest. That sounds like something we need to for science. If the bunnies could remind me, that sounds awesome. Because I'd imagine if we invert, I mean, I guess the worst thing that could happen is we invert with a bunny who was bound by the snake, and then we end up inverting and it's like, oh, we're being crushed. That would actually be really funny, and I'd probably take the injury just to see that. But I mean, yeah, to be my perfectly honest answer is just I didn't consider it. Yeah, so that's a great imagination on that tactic. Yeah, you need to watch Tenet. You'll never say invert that easily. You know what's funny is, as far as Tenet goes, the only thing that I know about Tenet is they've got these really cool gas masks made by Mira. Mira Safety. And I really want one. Persuaded Terror. I guess we don't have anyone with Phantom, right? Yeah, so we're all exposed at the moment. Fair enough. We do have Psi Reanimation. I think I'm going to start with that. And that's going to be our point of scouting, yeah? Overstating. Gotcha. Seems we figured the whole Overwatch thing out somehow. We got really lucky. Yeah, we got really lucky. Wow, that guy's dead. Yeah, he's super dead. Super dead. Okay, so it seems like we haven't seen any bad guys out here. They seem to mostly be dead. So let's cross over with Grandpapa Dad's. And we're just going to book it on over to the opposite side while staying squarely in front of us. I was tempted to move closer to the ladder, but who knows? Maybe we don't see something, and if there's one thing I'm noticing, I definitely want to... Oh, is that street art? Look at this. Man, this seriously looks like I'm in San Francisco or something, or Seattle. I mean, like look at this. You've got this very brutalistic sort of concrete structure, and then hidden in this nook is a bunny hero poster. High five. Man, they love us here. This is awesome, yeah? I thought that's where the Neuro Helmet came from. Oh, no, the Neuro Helmet kind of came from Battletech lore, if that makes sense. Yeah, let's go ahead and nab some loot here. When you started questioning about the door, I remembered an anecdote that someone told you. Oh, what's that, Pato? The Illyrium Core, excellent. We're actually starting to need this. So, and then we'll just bump up and grab this loot with Panzergun. Perfect. Depth perception, very nice. I can only imagine when we get a Raptor Commando that's going to be very welcome. Let's have Grandpapa Dad's tuck up. He's going to watch the right side. He's going to go into Overwatch, be super, super strong. And Overwatch there, we've got Svenscape. He's going to book it and stage right on the door. That's right on the door. We've got Cusco Joe Bear, and he's going to book it and stage on the opposite side of the door. Persuaded Terror is going to be right next to Grandpapa Dash, both the stealthy boys together. And we're going to bum it forward with C-Tim right next to the ladder. And then the Psy Zombie is going to stage literally in front of the door. That way, if the enemy comes, they'll see him first. All right, bunnies, looking good. Let's go. And Crow, did you mention you had 2 questions? Is that right? Oh my God, I totally missed your first question. You are right. 2 questions. What does the boated mechanic do? Is it worth doing in vanilla? Boated? What? Do you mind explaining what you mean by boated? Maybe I'm just misunderstanding, right? All right, let's go in and open the door. What do we got? We have opened la door. Oh, okay. Excellent. Well, let's go in and start by breaching with the zombie. Do we see anyone? Oh, bonded. Gotcha. Thank you so much for clarifying. Bonded is, there's 3 different levels as far as I'm aware. The first level of bonding between 2 bunnies will allow either of the bunnies to give each other, within line of sight, a movement point. They basically get to give up one of their actions for the other bunny and say, hey, you get to move instead. So even if they use both of their actions, or they have 2 actions still available, they can say move first. So it allows them to push a little bit further, maybe in a dicey kind of situation. I think and to answer the question ahead of time, I think it's very worth it to get a bonded pair, because it's just bonus, right? And then on top of that, once you get a training center, if you've got a bonded pair and they raise their like teamwork level, I don't know what you would call it, you can actually raise the bond to level 2, and level 2, I believe, actually turns that movement only point into an action point. And then after that, you can raise it even again, and then that will make it so that if your bonded pair is standing right next to each other, they're literally immune to almost, I think I'm saying almost because I don't remember the exact details, but I want to say all status debuffs. So if someone's panicking and your bonded pair comes up right next to them, it just straight up removes it like a Solace Aura. Really powerful stuff, right? And then on top of that, if you're close enough, you can use a like bonded pair shooting option, which gives them, I think, bonuses to accuracy, but you can basically, even if the other bonded person is out of actions, you can trigger where both of the pair shoot at a target. So there's a lot of cool options. They can do a combo hit. There you go, Hiki. There you go. Combo hit. Yeah, absolutely. So I hope that answers the question. I don't remember all of the details, so that's why I'm a little bit hesitant on saying exactly you can do this or you can do that, but that's at least what I can recall, right? Let's tuck up here with Who's Kojo Bear, and we're going to get hacking. We can get our bunny out of here. Perfect. Small intel cache of resistance broadcast. The best part of a bond level 3 is when one of your units is shot at, their bond mate immediately. Oh, wow. I didn't know they shoot back. That's a whole nother level I wasn't aware of. That's awesome. 2 new rebels will join the Haven in this region, or a minor cache of enemy intel. I think I'm going to take the intel at this point. Oh, wow. That is a serious roll for Who's Kojo Bear. That's excellent. Yeah. I like how they can give a move to their bond mate. Absolutely. Absolutely. There have been many times where I think in the last campaign, the bonded pair I remember the most was probably our bounty hunter. That was Happy Noodle Boy and our Reaper. And the two of them would sit right next to each other, just shooting people from squad sight. And they could actually initiate a combo shot with squad sight. That was so cool. Yeah, you're very welcome, Crow. So we did the hacking already. The guy inside, we have to open the door for him, right? So let's get Sven inside and they'll just stack up on the door, ready to go. And then we'll get inside just to have some form of cover. And then we'll go into Overwatch. I'm going to have the Psy Zombie stand outside in the rain. I'm so cruel. I'm so cruel. But hey, it's because we care about the bunnies, not this pseudo Bob here. All right, Overwatch. Perfect. Oh, right behind us. Not cool. And they go through the door, and this is what they find. He is regretting the day he walked through that door. 12 damage straight to the face. All right, so we've aggroed the last 2. There's another pot of 3 out there that brings our count up to 8. And the officer is, I think he's here, right? Yeah, I think he's right here. If I had a way to bust through the wall, I would. Open the door. There's the VIP, another engineer. Well, you know what I always say about VIPs? They've got to earn their keep. Well, actually, I guess let's get the zombie here first. Okay, maybe he's gotten a little lucky today. We've got a Psy Zombie to do it instead of him. A sad and lonely zombie, yeah. Okay, yep, we were right. Found the officer. He's like, I am so upset. Don't you know I was about to take a nap and look what you've done. Hey, it's not my fault, but the bunnies are gonna... I don't care what the bunnies are going to do. Man, I really wish I could just Kool-Aid Man through the door. I know I've said that before. Oh, wait a minute. We can Plasma Blast. We can sort of Kool-Aid Man through the door. Here's Who's Kojo Bear. And he's going to be able to do this. Nice. Oh, look, we can see him. Hey, bunnies. Look, there's an officer over there. Wait. No. I'm not over here. Oh, yeah. It sure looks like you're over there, guy. Do you ever wonder if zombies remember being alive? Well, I kind of don't want to think too much about that because I'm going to feel really bad. Let's go and give him a little touch of burning. That's Sven. There it is. Oh, no. No worries, Pahado. Did I miss what you wrote? Oh, I did miss what you wrote. I'm sorry. They told me about a friend who was listening to music in an apartment. They had already drunk a lot, and a neighbor called the police. When they heard something like riders on the storm, the police arrived, knocked on the door, and one of them said to the other, "Hey, it's the police." And the other said, "No, we're listening to the Doors." Hey, that's awesome. High five. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned because I totally missed what you said. I apologize. You have... Okay, good. Don't use the VIP. Use the VIZ. Very interesting zombie. That is so true. So true. Okay, so we got to get shots on this officer, right? All right, Yuri Boyka. Sorry, not Boyka. He'd be a mate. Man, if we had Yuri Boyka as our as our engineer, I think I'd be very afraid and also starstruck. Here, how about Debs? Can you get a shot here? Aliens in Advent don't get extra points in their stats when they upgrade, get little stats. That's why most of your soldiers stuck around 71 to 75. Seems a little bit like that. I think you're right. I think you're right. I'm hoping there's something we can do about that, but it is making it a little challenging. You're absolutely correct. Hey, Lewis, good to see ya. High five. No, I think you're right. I think you're right, Captain. Sectoid. We got Mind Spin. What happens? Mind Spin. 100% yes, please. Then we can control the situation. That's what's most important to me right now. He's panicking. That's lovely. I love that. And then Debs can just lead the target. Now, mind you, Debs has like a 30% chance to hit him. So with the plus 20, it's not going to be great, but at least it's better than nothing. What I will do, though, is get an energy shield, because last time I thought that we had panic on an enemy, and then somehow he moved and then shot us in the rear, and one of our bunnies bled out. So I never trust it these days, yeah? Bounce to finish the last... Oh, no, absolutely, Goblin. Thanks so much for swinging on by. 16%. Thank you so much for swinging on by. I hope it goes smoothly, yeah? High five. There it is. That's a clear. Beautiful job by Sven Skippy. All right, looking good, bunnies. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. All right, Sven is immune to fire, so he's just going to book it right through the wall. There it is. Nab the loot. Depth perception, laser sight. There we go. And he can move once again. I actually don't have a problem moving twice here, because I believe the other pod was on the other side of the map, and since we've been counting, it seems like we're generally going to be okay. So let's just book it on through, and not every one of us is allowed to go through the flames like Sven Skippy. He's the only one who has been cleared and approved for that kind of activity. All others must use the seriously mundane door that is, as per Bunny League policy, thank you for the PSA. This all happens in 5 seconds. His dead friend comes, says hi, wall gets blown away with plasma. He is set on fire, panicked, and then shot dead. Well, actually, I tried to shoot him dead, but I failed. It was the fire that ended up shooting him dead in the end, if you want to call it shooting. Excellent, yeah. There was just watching the World Cup group stage. 4 countries play against each other for an 8th round. It was a Germany, mainly research on my own football. Oh, heck yes. Yes, soccer or le foot, right? We've got le foot. Well, I'm glad that you were able to research your own team in what is hopefully a good experience for you, yeah? And we've got Sven right next door. Man, good mission, bunnies. Good mission. I'm, again, hoping that our point of interest that we're going to spawn outside of the wonderful rewards otherwise. Is that everybody? That's everybody. Excellent. And there it is. High five, flawless mission. I'm hoping the point of interest is going to be another bunny, and I'm hoping it's going to be Bluey. And flawless victory. Fantastic. Operation Black Smoke is a clear. There it is. That's not a valid bunny policy, is it? I thought it was policy to always use the windows when available. Yes, that is also a bunny policy. As well as if there's a war crime that you may not be aware of, or it's your first time, which is all the time, then definitely must at least try to war crime it up, if that makes sense. All right, here we go. I think this is the first time I've seen you control one of the aliens with psionic power. Oh, the sectoid? Absolutely. Usually they're naked. Now they're not. Excellent. We've got 2 promotions here, Sven Skippy and Persuaded Terror. They're moving along. Double depth perception. That means we're going to be able to see in the depths of Advent's soul. Excellent. And 10 intel because of our incredible hacking. My God. There it is. Yuri Barros. So Yuri, we could use your help digging with your bare hands. We're all out of shovels, so there you go. See, this is what you get, Yuri, if you didn't have to do scouting yourself. You thought you got away with free labor, but no, now you don't get a shovel. All the other bunnies have shovels and gremlins and even servants to do it for them. But you have to prove yourself, and that's how you're going to do it. All right, feeling pretty good about this result. Let's go ahead and take a look at potential bonds out here. Muton Prowler and the Viper. That could be kind of nice. That could be kind of nice, because our Viper doesn't have Marauders. It's not shooting all the time. And in theory, our Prowler, Dex has, I think, steady hands where he wants to stay still. And the more people he sees, the more aim he has, etc., etc. So that could be kind of nice. I'll go ahead and bomb that up. Why not? Excellent, yeah. Can't wait to play against Barcelona. There's a bit of a link between managers. Oh! So a bit of rivalry, should we say? That sounds cool, yeah. Definitely American sectoid. A German one would be naked running through the park. Wow, all of a sudden, I can't make up my mind. Part of me wishes that we had a German sectoid then. Well, actually, let me ask you this. I feel like we do have a German sectoid. Okay, so let's take a brief moment, because I feel like this is very important. That's right, I said this is important. So if this is the American sectoid, I can totally see that. He's got tactical pants. He's got pouches. I don't know how this attaches or why this is on the back here. It seems like it's an IFAC or something. And it's, yeah, I don't understand this kind of design, but hey, he's definitely American. I mean, he looks like it. He's even carrying like whatever this is on his hip, right? And then out here, we've got a brand new, that's right, German sectoid. He is... So you may think I'm jesting, but take a look at this. This guy is channeling into his inner peace. He is definitely subscribing to fantasy armor tropes, and he is like immune to all kinds of status effects with Fortress, and he's very peaceful as well, but he dishes out a lot of hurt to the enemy, right? So he's kind of like one of those, if you've ever kind of subscribed to the import tuning scene, he's like a sleeper car, right? You pull up to the line, you think it looks like a Yugo, and it is a Yugo on the inside, on the outside, but on the inside is a giant LS1 that's just gonna dump all over you, right? So that's this guy right here. Way too many, oh really? Too many clothes? My God. Okay, never mind. I clearly he likes Armani pouches. Sectoid wear fashionable bags on their back. It's a fanny back instead of a fanny pack. Wow. I love the Prowler, one of my faves at the moment. Man, I really want to get Debts to get up there. Yeah, you're a shiv. I'm not getting used this play. Not true, Storm Drake. Not true. Okay, so for the bunnies that are worried about being a buildable unit, we've already gone through one conversion, and the alloy shiv is insane. I would say it's on par with most of the Sergeant Pluses on this roster right now. So you're just waiting for your upgrade when we have enough resources to make you an alloy shiv, and you keep improving with every buildable unit upgrade and research. So really, really cool stuff, honestly. Yeah, that's a sectoid chanting at the airport with finger symbols. Yeah, keep up the good work. Okay, I'm actually 2 episodes behind. High five. Thank you so much. Yeah, don't give German Flammenwerfer. There's some Flammenwerfer. Oh, like a flamethrower. Yeah. Dang, I did not know that. Well, you can't convert them, but we're treating it like a conversion. We dismissed the old one and brought in the new one. It's honestly, we've got it infiltrating right now. You should see it. It's super strong. It can even taunt the entire field within 25 tiles. It's amazing. Okay, so Sven Skippy, we went with Salt in the Wound. We've been kind of going with the pistol thing, so Lightning Hand seems awesome. Always like the free actions. That's excellent. And we got one more promotion out here for Persuaded Terror. He is our Viper. I like Rattle. We already went with Ambush. Let's get Rattle. I would normally take Slither. I think Shadow Profile's amazing because it's Shadow Profile plus makes partial cover count as full and 5 aim and 10 crit whenever you're behind cover. But Rattle, whenever your concealment is broken, non-robotic enemies in line of sight have a 35% chance to panic. So we do that and we get Fade, then we can continue to disappear and cause people to panic. And that's hilarious. So we're going to do that. That's excellent. Personal combat sims. What do we got? Depth perception times 2 and Psi. That's right. Okay, well, we'll have to keep an eye on that one. I think if... I mean, Depth could use depth perception. That would be helpful. It's better than nothing. So, I mean, depth perception's nice. It reduces the effect that enemy dodge has on you if you got a height advantage. And it also gives you 5 aim. So really, really nice stuff. And we are going to continue. Let's see what we got out here. Yeah. That's not even close to a proper Kit Kat Club outfit, leather straps, and half a meter of barbed wire. Okay, so our point of interest was more intel. I mean, that's a nice thing to have. 133 intel. We don't have our +1 contact. Life signs. Well, let's see. Extract VIP. Who's in on this one again? Jobin, Hidden Sage, and a Wraith. Okay, so let's see. Who is currently in the infirmary still? Right now we've got... Who's injured at the moment? Kit Pup is injured. I definitely want Kit Pup in on a regional HQ. And I don't know if I necessarily need Jane Kelly. But yeah, let's wait for Kit Pup, and then we're going to start infiltrating our regional HQ. I've decided we'll try it with lasers. I don't know if that's enough or if we need mag rifles or something like that, but we'll see. So let's keep scanning in the meantime. 30%. And 97%. Oh, I forgot about this. Here we go. So we're a little under infiltrated, 10 to 12 on this full salvage scouting party. This is going to be cool. So this is a troop column infiltration mission that we were able to spawn with the use of the covert ops. And we're trying to make sure that we can get some bodies on the field. So everything here, we don't want to destroy. We want to keep it nice and intact. And we'll see what we can do. And how cleanly. There's going to be up to 12 people on the field. So hopefully 12 corpses for us, right? Operation Enduring Cry. Ambush and Advent detachment. Neutralize all enemy targets in the Rat Park. Wow, I all of a sudden feel really bad. Are we going to the ghetto to cause terror? Okay, I mean, at least we're going to it someplace to cause terror. Hey, Sven, high five. Have we burned anything yet? You definitely have, and you destroyed a wall. It's pretty epic. All right, ambush enemy troops. Concealed. Wonderful. All right, so what do we got? Neutralize all enemy targets. We don't have the Skulljack yet. We just picked that up. Here's the corner. There's potentially 12. We start on high ground. We got Winter Sentinel. We've got Dragon Repairman and Nausea. That's excellent. Let's take a look at sight lines. I mean, if we're here, looking this way with the Nausea is probably not going to help. But looking here would definitely be not too bad. Let's do this. Just bump up to the edge. He'll see whatever he can. And hang tight. We've got Metroplex. We'll bump it off to the left side. Take a look to the left. Now, he has Eagle Eye and the Battle Ball. Excellent. So he can already see people. So he's got an increased sight radius, which is really helpful. Now, here's the thing. I was actually thinking, man, that sucks that Deaths doesn't have an increased sight radius, but Deaths on his XCOM row I've highlighted with very high intelligence for combat, he actually can get the same perk. We just don't have it because we don't have the training center yet. So Eagle Eye is really, really powerful in this setup. +5 to the sight radius, allowing him to engage before the enemy can see us. We've got Pathfinder. We've got another Pathfinder. We've got a Scout. All 100% chance to hit. That's incredible. And with this one as mine, we can give ourselves a +50 crit chance on top of it. I don't know if we need it. Probably want to drop a Pathfinder if anything else. So we'll get our Stun Lancer and just bum it on up. We'll form a gun line. We'll get a Priest with Trial by Fire now. And we've got a Wraith Commander with his little pistol, but he's got a whole lot of heart to back it up right behind. So we'll just go ahead and bum it on down just like that. Am I going to ghetto to stomp on some aliens? It feels that way, and it might be true, but yeah. Medical studies have indicated that Advent burgers are unhealthy for those in the infirmary. I volunteer to help dispose of the hazardous burgers and help with the health of those in sickbay. How very kind of you. I'm so glad we've got someone with your disposition here. Okay, so they're hiding inside the Quickie Mart. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we are trying to neutralize all enemy targets. Oh, right. I forgot. This is a kill mission. Okay, fair enough. Well, then let's just wait for them to come out. There's no reason why we wouldn't, right? So what we can do, I'm going to have those who benefit from being closer a little closer. And then we're going to bum the Nausea over. That might be our first pod, right? We'll get the Nausea right here. And then everyone can just chill out, no problems. All they got to do is leave the Quickie Mart or leave their duplex. Yeah, there we go. They're leaving the duplex. Excellent. I like this. I volunteered too. I am great at disposing of burgers. High five, Thrake. I knew the bunnies would get it. All right, so delayed fire. What's the chance to hit? Advent Pathfinder. I don't like the Pathfinders. We got one on the left and we got one right to the left. So let's go ahead and delayed fire on this Pathfinder. We're going to go ahead and lead the target. The chance to hit is on the Stun Lancer. Perfect. And I just want to double check Metroplex. He's got a 100% chance to hit as well. We're going to lead the target on the Pathfinder. Oh my god, do we have 3 lead the targets? This is epic. This is super epic. And then we shall Overwatch. We shall Overwatch and Overwatch. Man, this is going to be interesting to see. Bunnies, you ready? Here they come. There's 4 of them. That guy's dead. We've been revealed. There's 3 of them. Lead the target. That guy's dead. There's 2 of them. What happened to the other guy? Oh, I didn't even see him shoot. Okay, so they're all dead. Wow. Wow, I'm guessing the Scout has Shadow Step because he didn't trigger any of the other bunnies Overwatch. That makes sense. All right, well, That is unfortunate. I would like to use him to farm some focus, please. Can I make a focus farming request, please? Signed, Vendril77. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Go ahead and do that. All right, thank you. There's a chance I won't hit it, but just kidding, I totally did. Thank you for the focus. You may now execute the scout. Well, that sucks for him. Wow, it's so cordial. I really appreciate all of the pomp and circumstance. Let's just bum it on over with red legs. And he's like, why, thank you so much for lining up that shot. No problem. Wait, don't shoot me. All right, excellent. Well, it seems like the pod is silent and we're feeling really good. Good job, bunnies. All right, excellent. Overwatch. Yep, momentum, carry momentum. Head towards the totally secured area and reload here. Yep, love the bolt caster. Long watch for the nausea and reload Overwatch for Metroplex. Perfect. You mean the human burgers or the alien burgers? Are we still haven't found out the information about cannibalism is too involved? Oh, in War Tales, we found out that cannibalism requires a lot of carrying weight. I think is the big downside because you got to carry all of your bodies with you as rations, you know, and that always can be a little bit touch and go. I'll be perfectly honest. There we go. We got a Wraith Commando. He's gonna bum it through, take a peek, cease. I am a little nervous about taking that last move to grab this, but I'm gonna take a moment and try to do it. Can we get away with it? Nice. PCS focus. Hey, it's a free like five in cash, right? That's excellent. We'll bum it on over with Sai. We're gonna start heading to the highway, and that's gonna be a highway to war crimes. We got a highway to war crimes. We're gonna head all the way up to the top, and it's gonna allow us to mobilize around the map so easily, so we can spread all of the peace and war crimes to every corner of the galaxy in a very short period of time. 30 minutes or your life back guaranteed. You ever wonder if the jibber jabber the admin are saying like, wait, I want to join Alien XCOM? No. Yeah. Oftentimes there's based off of the cadence and how many syllables they're using. I remember there was one of them I thought goes, he's like, and I thought he was saying, I am a terrorist. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you didn't have to confess to me all of a sudden, but no problem. I mean, I'll kill you all the same. It's totally fine. You didn't have to, you know, spill your guts to me. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. We're just doing blue movements, right? Because we don't have to rush this. We've got 4 out of the potential 12 here, and we've got some seriously nice kills so far. It's been great. Overwatch for Vendril. Just creep on forward. No need to rush. Calm, cool, and collected, as Grandpapa Devs would say. And you got to remember that Grandpapa Devs has the pride of Germany with him. It's the truth. It is the truth. I'm going to toss out Reconnoiter just to see if there's anyone that we're missing out this way on the road. That's a free action. Love that. Nothing. Overwatch. Perfect. And our Stun Lancer is going to book it right next door and stay forward with our own troop column looking for their troop column. Oh, nice. We're heading in the right direction. That's what I like to see. Yeah. Das ist gut. All right, here we go. So we're going to bum it on up with Alexa time. And we're going to form a new gun line. See if we find the enemy here. I said in peace, not in pieces. Oh, well, keep firing. It's so the truth, though. It is so the truth. There are many opportunities for miscommunication here in the Bunny League. I'll be the first to admit it. And many times we say, be la gentle, please. And someone goes, oh, you want to put him in many pieces, please? And then it's like, you know what? Yes, just do the thing. And he's like, yes, yeah, of course I will. There's a program out there called Advent Anonymous. It's a 12 magazine problem. Oh, yes, it is. My God. Oh, my. We got double Niven. Okay, we got double. Oh, my God. We've got double Requiem. This is full salvage. Holy crap. Okay, this all of a sudden got good. So, oh, my God. Oh, I've never fought against one of these. Okay, so as I understand it, so I've only ever encountered one of these before. It's like a squiddy from the Matrix. It disappears and it looks, the bunnies have told me, it tries to look for isolated bunnies and it strangles them. So we need to stick together all of the Nivens. They've got 2 Nivens out here. The Nivens are known for reducing damage that they take, and they redirect damage from someone else to themselves suicidally as a guardian, right? So we've got 3 Requiem right here. 1 is hidden, 1 is out of line of sight, 1 Niven was hit by double Overwatch, and then we've got the Muton that both of the Nivens are protecting. And it's full salvage. We get to keep this stuff. Seeker, much fun. So this is going to be interesting. Yet Gentle and Murderous are synonyms in the Bunny League. It's so true. All right, well, we got to find him. I guess the question is, so we got our Winter Sentinel. I mean, he can push up. We do have a bond, right? So speaking of which, this is a good point. So teamwork from Alexa Time. That means Alexa Time can give an action just to move for Sai to give a flanking shot. That seems epic. He can also do Holy Warrior, which is also epic. He's also got Stasis. God, why is Alexa Time so good? So what I'm going to do is get Alexa Time. Oops. What the? There it is, right here. And he can actually Stasis somebody, right? So who do we see? We also have Terrorize. We can terrorize the Muton. I don't think they can redirect Terror or Panic, right? We can also Stasis a Niven. But it seems like the only Niven we can see is this one. Oh, there we go. Let's Stasis this Niven. We've already dealt damage to the other Niven. Oh my god, there's enemies right there. Have we not aggroed that pod yet? I mean, we're definitely about to. Wow. Okay, this is a very dangerous place to be. So there's a whole pod right here that for a moment we had sight on. So this is cool. Tell you what, we'll have our... I could slash right through, but then we'll definitely aggro that pod. We could push up right here. Maybe we'll aggro, maybe we won't. Do we? No. So if we unleash, we could send a standard shot 87, and it's 3 to 5. I'd rather guarantee that thing is done. I suppose I could frag out. I totally forgot. Are they immune to explosives? Immune to Requiem, Corrosion, and Nightmare Bombs. Immune to fire and poison. While guarding a unit, all damage dealt to the Niven is significantly reduced. So, and then Psyche Suppression attempts to suppress a target, inhibiting their behaviors and greatly reducing their aim. When successful, it will disorient, inflict a 1-action stun, or render the target unconscious. The cooldown of the ability increases as the Niven's health decreases. So his health has been decreased. They both have armor, but it seems like they're far enough away. I can't guarantee that, so I might just unleash right on the Niven. Beautiful. So we've cleared one Niven. The other Niven is in stasis, and then there's the Muton, and then there's some Seeker out there that I don't know what their deal is, right? So we can see another Niven here. We can get a shot on. We can see a Muton if we're right here. We do have our Nausea. What I could do is poison. So if I tuck here with the Nausea, we can't shoot, but we can put poison on him. Maybe it's going to work. Nice. He can still be poisoned despite the Niven. Then we've got Metroplex. We've got Dedication. So we can take 2 extra movements. Maybe bump up this way. Let's go in and Dedication. We'll get 2 mobility. And, oh man, I thought it would allow us to tuck up here, but it doesn't. I don't feel comfortable with that, but I guess I can go all the way across. I hope I don't aggro the next pod. Oh, I think I aggroed the pod. I think I aggroed the pod. I didn't aggro the pod. I didn't aggro the pod. Oh, thank God. That's a shot 16. That's horrible. But I can, this one is mine, giving us 50 defense against it, reducing the chance that we'll get shot at by it. And I'm going to go ahead and... Do I Overwatch? I'm going to... Lead the target's going to give me like a 30-something% chance, but I guess it's better than nothing. I'm going to go for lead the target. Our Stun Lancer could get in there. We could send the Explosive instead of moving in with melee and aggroing. So I'm going to stick with our Nausea. Let's not be alone. And I'm going to pop off... No, don't do it. Don't do it. Because if we open up the wall, we might aggro the pod. Overwatch. Sai. Let's come out this way. We might get a free-ish shot on the Niven when it comes out. Oh, no, contact. Oh. All right, contact. Bad. Not good. Okay, not great. I knew about him, and it's all right. Well, what's our shot? 53. Crushing bolts. We have movement for... I'm going to give teamwork to our priest, because I do not want him getting outflanked here. Priest is too valuable. He's our officer, and we're at least going to come around the corner here. And incoming. Oh boy, not good at all. We might be taking some serious damage here. Lead the target on 30-something. And he lands it! Oh my god, he's got 2 health left on that Muton despite the Niven. The Niven was in stasis. He's getting the suppression. Muton Hunter versus Muton Hunter. And he hit... Oh, never mind. Did that hit... Oh, that hit... That hit our Stun Lancer. Is that right? All right, Sectoid's doing a mind spin, I think. Is he trying to put it on our commando? Okay, disorient. They've... Oh, not... Oh, you're kidding me. They killed him. We just lost our Stun Lancer. That's a death. Okay, we have our first KIA, bunnies. That Stun Lancer killed our Stun Lancer because I got a bad pull. So, first things first, that is not recoverable. So we're going to have to get a different Stun Lancer. So we have our first death, and that is Red Legs. So Red Legs is now KIA. Man, that... I feel so bad whenever this happens because I know I could have avoided it. So there's our first KIA here. Yeah. I could have avoided it if I just didn't try to get freebie shots and stuff like that. We saw the pod beforehand, but let's not think about it because there it is. It happened, so we just got to keep moving forward. Let's go ahead and toss out the evac. Probably should have done that earlier. We are now a bunny down. Muton Hunter 39. We are disoriented. We've got our priest. We've got Solace. Let's go ahead and clear the disorient for Vendril. And we've got Terrorize on the Hunter. I mean, at this point, that could be very helpful, but let's hold on that one, right? We have our Titanic Rush and Bind. Yeah, let's sit on that guy. Sit on that guy, Sai. Get that guy back. Sit on him. He's dead. Beautiful. At least it wasn't the Seeker. Well, the Seeker's still out there is the big thing, right? Seeker's still out there. We've got Dragon Repairman on 51. We've got 42 on this Muton. I'm thinking about it. Metroplex is under suppression right now. And we've got our Priest on Terrorize. And then we got Ventral. I feel like we could just run this and hit him. The Niven is up. Let's just try to hit him. See if we can redirect this. He could not with melee. Psionic damage. Crystallized Mail, Delirium Core. We have a momentum. Still don't know where the Seeker is. And then we got our Nausea. That's a 51. I'm going to lead the target. That's at an enemy if it moves. But we, in theory, we could terrorize it. Let's go ahead and try to terrorize it on 80%. Should cause a panic, I believe. Panic. Okay, so we've got some control there. A little bit of control. All right, well, let's bomb it back inside behind cover. We got a Niven and a Sectoid and a Seeker somewhere there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 identified out of the potential 12. This might... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the Seeker's included in that count. So we've got 11 out of potential 12. So this might be it, actually. I'm going to go ahead and just take the 50-50. Negative impact, yeah. Seeker scares me the most. Unknown instant kill character. Oh, really? Man, that is scary. And 59 right here. 49. I'm going to bum it around the corner. And Niven 84. Negative impact. All right, hold. Oh, the Seeker went way far out on the flank there. How far can he move and still take an action? I mean, he's like right next to us. Psyche suppression on Vendril. He's stunned, but we have Solace. I don't know if it's on cooldown. And Wraith Commando no longer stunned, so he basically took an action off, right? And Solace is on cooldown for 2 turns. Fair enough. Well, we can see the Seeker. That's huge, right? We can see the Seeker. 84%, 56%. Actually, I've never really gotten to read about this guy. These mechanical units seem to be designed to serve a dual-purpose ambush attacks and the capture of living units. Protected against Requiem corrosion, nightmare bombs, immune to fire, immune to poison, and have a magnet supremacy action. Corrosive strangulation. Strangle a target, massively debuffing them and damaging them over time. Mancatcher. When a strangled unit's health drops low enough, the Seeker may attempt to kidnap them. Oh my god. Vanishing. Spectre becomes concealed from enemies and gains increased mobility. Okay, that seems like a high priority. We've got Overwatch from the Sectoid, right? Okay, Naja, what do you got? We got 87 on that Seeker. I mean, that seems great. Let's go in and get a free reload here. I'm going to be active about it instead of leading the target. Well, lead the target's guaranteed, right? If he moves. Before I do that, can we get a melee off on him? We can do Unleash at 51. We can Unleash on the Niven. 0-0 hold. Because we've got Psyche Suppression, negative 50% aim right now. If we try to hit him, it's 31% because we've got Psyche Suppression at the moment. So let's hold. We can also invert. We could invert with the Seeker. We've got 1 action, though, so let's not do that. We could also invert with a Sectoid. That guy's panicking, but he will come out. Man, that would be so cool if this guy were panicked on this turn, because we can invert with a Sectoid. Be over here, not worry about this, and then the Sectoid's on this side of cover, but let's not do that just yet. Let's hold. Winter Sentinel, we've got a Destruction to cover on Hunter. If we move up to full, we can see the Sectoid from here. If we move up to full, we can move right next door on the Seeker. I could pull out this way and get a better shot on the Seeker. Let's do that for Metro. Doesn't the Seeker react to the first shot? Oh, he does. Magna Supremacy. You're right. I don't know what his action is, though. 87 on the Niven. I realized I just ran that Overwatch. I was reading. 87 on the Niven. Negative. Alexa time has command. Alexa time has Holy Warrior, which also increases statistics like aim. I probably should have done that. I could come off to the side, see what he can do. Potential shot 87, 3 to 5. That's not enough. I could give the command for a follow-up shot. We've got Sai 43. We also have the AP grenade. He's got armor. We could hit him with a frost bomb. It doesn't say he's immune to that because we've got a frost bomb right here. How much does that do? Freeze units in the area, no effect against a chosen Frost Legion troops or units with frost immunity. So if we do this right there, it should freeze him, right? Nice. That'll do. That'll do. That's awesome. And I'm gonna send a crushing bolt at the Muton Hunter just to destroy cover. 43, and we landed and destroyed cover. That's epic. Dragon Repairman has a 97% shot on that Seeker. Send it. Good kill. Beautiful. Seeker is down. Can you set up the Seeker to get Overwatched on the React? I think so. I think so, but no need now, right? And then we got Alexa time 85%. And then we got a Wraith Commando. He can shoot 40%, 37%, but it's mostly because we're all busted up, right? I could disorient the Hunter on top of everything else. We haven't lost our cover, right? Yeah, we haven't lost cover yet. So I think I'm just going to disorient the Hunter because he will come out of his panic on the next one. And then we've got our Priest, so I could give the command to Metroplex and get another shot. Psi already shot, so I think I'm going to give it to Metro. We've got another where that came from, and we got to follow up on 84. We've got a 69 if we are lucky. We'll try to roll the 69. Negative. All right. Incoming. That's the turn. Not too bad, everything considered, other than the death. That's really bad, but let's try not to think about that. And then our nausea, let's get reloaded and hold. So disoriented instead of panic. Psyche suppression, he's going again. Tucks up to full. Shot to the Winter Sentinel, I think. Misses the Winter Sentinel. Sectoid stands on the table. Shot to Vendril. No Overwatch. Okay, so I believe we still have Psyche suppression. So our aim is suppressed by like 50%. Winter Sentinel has to reload to take a shot. Let's bum it up to half. Oh, wow. I didn't realize he's going to go all the way up. We can at least see a little bit more. We got our nausea. He's got a shot 50-50. Hold. Metro has a flanking shot, but he is empty, so we'll get reloaded. And 84. I mean, 84 is pretty good. This one is mine, the Niven. It isn't really moving because of the Psyche suppression, so I figure I'm just going to take a shot at it and hope for the best. Although before that, let's go ahead and increase our stats with Holy Warrior. We're going to put it on Metroplex right there. And give extra ablative. And extra will. And hopefully it's going to allow us to connect in an effective way, right? 99% fire. Nice. And he gets Magna Supremacy action. And he Psyche suppresses again. I mean, we're already Psyche suppressed, so he's basically out of it, right? We can give the command. He's got a good line, and maybe we can clear that Niven if he takes another shot at 99%. Nice. Beautiful. High five. Niven down. Fantastic. Now we are no longer suppressed. We're going to go ahead and hit the sectoid with melee vulnerability. That is a clear. We're left with a hunter. And let's just get reloaded. Stack with Psi, Dragon Repairman. I'm going to go ahead and lead the target on the hunter. And we'll stack in to cover. Incoming. He's no longer disoriented. He tries to move. Lead the target from Dragon Repairman. And he lands it. Enemy down. Okay, we lost the bunny. That is a serious loss. But that was a full salvage mission. We got 3 Requiem corpses out of it. I hope that will be worth the sacrifice. And it opens up the Stun Lancer to come around again. It doesn't mean that we can't do so. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot. Didn't we rescue... Aren't we queued up to rescue a bunny that is like a corporal or something like that? Yeah? We lost Redlegs 90, our Stun Lancer. They died. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. So, Redlegs, he did not die in vain. Joined the fight. T-posed with the best of us. There he is. Excellent. We got a promotion for Metroplex. That's awesome. And Vendrill's out for 5 days. That ain't too bad, everything considered. Illyrium Core, Crystallized Melt times 32. We've got 5 and 6 Alien Alloy and Illyrium Crystal, 20 supply. 2 Niven Ring, 12 Requiem Essence, and a Seeker Wreck. The machine is uncomfortably prone to twitching during examination. Oh, God. There it is. Mutant Autopsy has now been unlocked. That's huge for grenade work. They definitely will be remembered. All right, so let's see. I believe we are queued to pick up and save another bunny on the next mission, I think. The one with our alloy shift in it. And so that's going to give us an opportunity to get a replacement bunny. But let's just make sure that we adjust things. I've already marked KIA on the roster. We're going to head over to the Alien Advent table right here. And we're going to expand it. Because now we have another bunny to add, right? Because all of a sudden that slot has opened again. So I'm looking for Stun Lancer. There it is. And we're going to turn it orange. And we're going to say no. So now it is definitely back on the menu, and we'll go over to the wheel, and we'll add the Stun Lancer. And there it is. Okay, perfect. Because we're going to need it, because we're about to save another bunny, yeah? One of the quickest bunnies gone. It was so fast. So fast. That's the thing that I hate about the Stun Lancers that really scare me, is that, A, if you pull at the end, that can happen. But the Stun Lancer, if he hits, it's so... I feel it's so common he can outright kill you. It's really, really scary stuff. So there's that. On our soldiers, we've got a promotion to 10-2. Metroplex is now a sergeant. And aggression for more crit. He's got bioelectric skin for detection, and we've got implacable, allowing him to move after a kill. I think just getting those crits in is amazing, especially coupled with his this one is mine. You can almost get guaranteed crits, which is kind of nuts. I think that could be awesome. So let's do it. Aggression. There it is. So he's a super aggressive hunter, and he's going to make it happen on behalf of the Bunny League. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue to scan. We are trying to push on the regional HQ. I don't know if we'll start that right away. Viper Autopsy is now complete. That unlocks the Battlefield Medicine, I believe. Venom Rounds and Battlefield Medicine. There we go. Inspired for Firepower upgrade. That's huge. It does use up some of our supply, but it is a big upgrade for our shivs, so I'm definitely considering it. Muton Autopsy is the Plasma Grenade, and the other half of the Celatid Turret, if we do the Celatid Autopsy together, that's 10 days. Baseless Autopsy, we've got the Sectoid Autopsy, the Psionic Unit Autopsy. Oh, the Amplification. That'll be really nice, especially for Sectoids, making them more effective. So that's a big one. Actually, all of these all of a sudden become way more important than I would think. But at 25 supply, I think I'm going to do this in one day. It's inspired, and that's going to buff our alloy ship, which is currently infiltrating. So I think it's still going to be able to benefit from the research. So we just got Kit Pup back. We just got Jane Kelly back. We'll go in and take a look at our research again. Now that we finished this, we've got the Celatids for the turret, Sectoid Autopsy, the Muton Autopsy, that's the Plasma Grenade, the Illyrium Celatid Turret, the Bayonets, the Arc, the Magnetic Level, melee weapons, etc., etc. That's a big one. That's 6 days. And then we've got something that makes our Sectoids, etc., more effective. I feel like the Muton Autopsy is a really pivotal moment, so I'm going to go ahead and go for that. You vote for the Plasma Grenade? Yeah. No, we'll definitely try out the Celatid Turret. I'm just wondering, you know, when and in what order, yeah? You go for Inspired as a fast research. That's awesome. Okay, so just double check. Do we have any injured right now? We have one lightly wounded Ventral, but that's new. So I'm actually going to bump our scientist out just to move farther forward faster with our research. And I'm thinking of actually, we've got 11 supply, extract a VIP. We could get another bunny. We will be getting a corporal. I'm thinking of actually stopping by the black market. We'll sell off some stuff, and we'll start to infiltrate the big one, the regional HQ. At least that'll be on tap, right? So sell inventory. What do we have? Psionic corpses, faceless corpses, no. Crystallized meld. Believe it or not, we can sell most of these because we can't really put most of the bunnies in, other than Jane Kelly, into any sort of meld usage, right? Alien data cache, I'm going to hold on to that. A laser cannon, I think only Jane can use this right now, but I'll hold on to it. Illyrium core, you got 7. I'll sell off a couple. That's a good 40 right there. I would love it if we can get 150. I know that seems ambitious, but underbarrel flamethrower, advent weapon crates. We've got a lot of depth perception. I'll keep 1, let's say. We've got laser sight, adjusted advent rifle, advanced scope, Lancer Corpse, Requiem Essence, standard focus. Let's confirm that. Right now we're at 105. We need 45 more. I suppose if I use the Illyrium core, that can get us almost there. We need 5 more, and then we can do the training facility, which is going to be a big boon for the bunnies in general, right? So PCSI, I will hold on to that because we can actually use that one with our sectoids, etc. You got to go enjoy. All right, Metro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good one. I guess I want to hang on to one more. I want to hang on to the Illyrium core right now. I guess we're doing okay with it, with the intel, so maybe I'll sell the data cache. Okay, so now we have enough. So that's going to allow us to start building the training center, which is going to allow us to use a whole bunch of untapped potential, right? So our research and development is right here. We don't need anyone inside of it, so I'm going to put the training facility out this way, not on the cross section to the research and development center. I realize I forgot about the resistance communications. We should be continuing to expand towards the golden path, but I feel like the power spike we're going to get is going to help to keep us alive. So I'm going to go for the training center out this way. And we've got Mav working on the power coil. So we'll get him to start building. It's going to be in 6 days. And we are not doing any sort of research here. That looks okay. I don't think we need the power relay. Oh, that's the gremlin. That's what that is. Okay, fair enough. We'll just leave that be. It's not too bad the way it is. Are we researching nukes this time around? I don't think so, because I don't think we have anyone who can even use a nuke. So we would spend a lot of time and resources basically not being able to get it, right? So we're now at strength 7. It's kind of now or never. I could wait for the training center. That's in 6 days, but I feel if we do that, this is going to continue to climb and it's going to become untenable. So if we line this up, what does this look like? We're basically going in with laser. Is this even viable? We should probably check, right? We should probably check. So let's clear. Need to infiltrate to 100%. Swarming 43 to 45 enemies. So if we're looking, we are going to have our Night Dancer. Our War Master is going for 3 days. It would be nice to have him, but we've got other bunnies, so we don't need to bring him. We can go Infiltrator. Kit Pup for sure. Let's take a look at long-range options. We got our Nausea. I wish we had a Raptor Commando or something. I don't know if we have anyone else who's like really, really, really long range. I think the closest is... Oh, we got our Alloy Shiv. That would have been nice. I think the closest is our Muton Hunter at the moment, and that's a little closer range. Deaths is also... He's like mid-range at the moment, I feel. Our Winter Sentinel right here. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Antonides, thank you so much for the redemption of Hydrate. I appreciate it. High five. So that's 5. I'd like to bring 8. We've got Alexa time. That's 6. Purifier, Crasher, Viper, Sapper. If we need a hack, Frost Mamba for protocols. There's our Commando. There's our Sectoid. Frost Lancer, Frost Bombers. He's tired for 4 days. Oh man, I wish I had the Frost Bomber. Frost Bomber does run out of charges very quickly though. A Shield Bearer for Ablative would be nice, so we can do that. That brings us to 7. 8 days, 10 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What's the difference if we brought 8? Maybe we can get away with 7. You know what I mean? Frost Mama does sort of have long range. If we got Deaths, it's 10 days, so it's a 3-day difference. We run kind of on the edge of the Avatar timer. If there's some difference in strategy we can use to keep it low. Oh, I've been pushing to the golden path, which more directly. So that would be the main strategy, I think. Just making sure that we're constantly pushing towards the golden path. In this last decision that I made, I started vectoring away from it in that I should have done a communications research instead, or not research, building a resistance communications to keep expanding our resistance contacts, but I'm deprioritizing it compared to the training center because of survivability. So I'm hoping that when we get our next 150, that's what we'll put it towards, and that's going to keep us moving to an option where we can hopefully reduce that Avatar project progress. Alloy plating. Can we get some more? I would like to get more alloy plating. I'd like everyone to have an alloy plating. So that's 1 alien alloy, 1 trooper corpse. We've got 8 right here. And boost it. Ah, yes. Thank you so much. And boost. Thank you very much. Yes. Alloy plating. Alloy plating on priest. Good call, Vendril. Good call. And we got Grandpapa Dad's. Do we have another one? Yes, we do. Alloy plating. Perfect. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We've got an included free med kit on this one. We've got a med kit assigned. We've got 2 smoke. Even though Deaths gets another charge for the smoke, I don't find myself using it. I'd rather give him ammunition that he's going to carry. You know what I mean? So we'll just start with that in the meantime. Who else should carry ammo? Probably 1 ammo on Metroplex AP. And then our Nausea, yes. Kid Pup, yes. Night Dancer, sure. Why not? That all seems fair. So good amount of AP here. He hits hard enough. I think it's going to be fine. Muton Stalker armor. We've got Predator across the board. I don't think we have any Muton Stalker Predator. Considering we got to be a little bit closer than I would like. I mean, that'll be nice, but let's maybe prioritize with a Shield Bearer instead. So we're going to go Armor, Shield Bearer. Shield Bearer, Alloy Armor, 15 supply. Oh, right, we're very low on supply, so prioritize weapons instead. We've got Laser, 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 None on the Claw. Advent Rifle. We've got the adjusted one right here, so we got Laser right there for the offense. We haven't unlocked the amps yet. That's what we were taking a look at with all of our autopsies. So really the only thing that I should probably build is some armor. So I'm probably going to put it on the Priest and the Shield Bearer and leave the Stalkers without. Yeah, smoke doesn't come to bear because we killed too... Well, I don't know. I hope we killed too quickly is the thing. So we're going to go ahead and build the Shield Bearer Alloy Armor. And I think this is just standard Advent alloy. So let's get this one. It'd be funny to see our Disco Queen Kid Pup bonded with a Muton with a pink highlight. Yes, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Sectoid Mech Predator armor. We're going to go with the... I think it's Advent alloy armor. So that's the last of our supply. And there it is. Okay, great. So everyone's got ablative. We've got an AP grenade. This is a full salvage mission, but I mean, we just need to kill. As far as who needs a nanoscale, I'm going to put it on Kid Pup. I feel like we have enough durability in Psi he can do without it. Is there anything else that we can build defensively? Alloy plating, we don't need it. Anything that's independent of the supply? No. Okay, so we've got our healing, we've got a smoke for Panzerbun, we've got AP rounds abound. Let's go in and deal with all of the upgrades, right? So I'm going to prioritize the Nausea because he's actually got the ability to shoot at squad sight. So weapon upgrades, strip upgrades. Instead of a scope, we'll get the advanced scope. Nice, we've got a few advanced scopes, that's excellent. And we'll nab ourselves heavy barrel for crit, advanced reflex stock. Do we have an advanced stock in general? Experimental magazine. I guess if he wants to move around, but I don't want him to move in. Let's hold for a second. I'm going to bump this one off. I feel like we need to be really, really precise about this. I'm going to go ahead and give him depth perception. Since we have an offensive usage of psionics, I'm going to go ahead and give PCS Psi just to give a little bit of a boon. For Kid Pup, I think he's got the laser sight. Is that right? No, speed loader, experimental magazine, because he's dashing. Okay, fair enough. For infiltrator rifle, he's got advanced autoloader and the experimental magazine. We can probably kill the experimental magazine. We'll just kind of hold on that one for now. For Metroplex, he's got advanced laser sight. I'm coming in with the scope. I think he's got enough crit right now. I just need him to hit. And then for the... I think I'll do the experimental magazine. Just allow him to move around if he needs to. And then that'll allow us to carry something else. So we can kind of go with the ammo in the ammo slot. Right there. And I guess it's a backup. We can bring a flashbang. For Grandpapa Dad's, I'm going to get the advanced scope. And we're going to go with the experimental magazine. And we're going to bum on over the ammunition in the ammo slot. His mobility's still pretty good, so let's give him an AP grenade. Hey, Vendril, thanks so much. I hope you have a good rest. We'll catch you on the next one. High five. Erasing a whole pod by oversight shooting is what I'd call quick. I mean, if we can pull that off, that'll be excellent, but I feel like the strength here is awfully high, so we'll have to see. Right now, we're going to have to attack 43 to 45 for a Nausea. for the Advent rifle, what do we have here? Underbarrel launcher, the scope, the reflex stock. If I strip, I think we took all the advanced scopes. That's fine. Advanced reflex stock, let's get that on there. We have an underbarrel launcher. We can grab, I guess, a advanced hair trigger. Weapon upgrade, we've got a standard hair trigger. Oh, we should have that on Panzerbun instead, because he's using suppression, right? Maybe instead I'll get an advanced autoloader here. And then for Panzerbun, we can upgrade this to an advanced hair trigger, reflex stock, advanced autoloader. We'll even go elite autoloader. And then we've got our nausea, advanced scope. I thought we had an advanced stock, but I think we may have deployed with it. I guess I'm gonna grab a hair trigger. Actually, no, I'm gonna grab a reflex stock. I just never know. Sometimes you might just want to get a tick damage in, and anything that's going to give you another shot is going to be awesome. Elite laser sight, that's more of a shotgun thing, but every little bit helps, right? I'll get the laser sight. There it is. Okay, bunnies, this is it. So we've got alloy plating across the board. We've got 8 bunnies lined up. We've got AP in key places. We've got a flashbang. We've got 2 sources of healing. We've got 2 AP grenades. We've got 2 flashbangs. We actually have 0 standard grenades. So maybe for the Winter Sentinel, I'll give him a frag grenade, standard frag grenade. And I think that is it. All right, bunnies. Let's do it. I'm always nervous when I do this. Always nervous when I do this, yeah? All right, so we're starting that. And that's to liberate our very first region, the one we started in West Africa with Advent Strength of 7, and it's only climbing, right? Okay, so now we go to Western Europe. We have 135 intelligence right now, but we're currently gapped on contact. Actually, I'm going to grab the intel. I just realized there's 30 intel on the table. We've got... Probably, I feel safer holding back some of our bunnies on the roster. Resistance contact +1. There we go. Nice. And we're getting the intel to expand. Counter chosen activity to sabotage the Avenger. We've got another engineer. We've got to fabricate a superior PCS. I mean, that could be very helpful. And more corpses, potentially 65%. Who could we send there? We've got our Sidewinder Universe Antimatter. We've got Jane Kelly, and we've got our Purifier, Sven Skippy. At 1% chance to fail. I hope we don't hit it. Jane Kelly's got the laser sword, etc. The only one who can carry it. And then we've got a med kit here looking good. 1%, 7 days, more corpses. Let's go. With a little drop of soy sauce and garlic. Yes. Soy sauce and garlic. Only the best for the bunnies. 14 hours. Life science, 36 intelligence. Well, with the resistance contact expansion, we should probably expand, right? So let's just go ahead and take a look. What are the strengths we've got? This is the one we're assaulting right now. That's 7. We're hiding and recruiting here while we have 9 Haven nerds. We're hiding and recruiting here in East Africa, and we're currently scanning in Western Europe. We could move... Actually, where is the next region? Contact the resistance in the Black Site region, and the Black Site region is out this way. So we either come down to South Africa and then bum it over. It's in New Indonesia. That's actually pretty straightforward. Why not? We should probably go this. This is probably the fastest way there. Instead of going all the way across the United States through multiple regions, let's head to South Africa, and that's going to start taking us directly to New Indonesia, right? So out we go. 160 intelligence. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. I just used our boost intel. I wish I could take that back. Oh boy. So we only have 12 intel. Okay, that sucks. Does the... Yeah. All right, well, we'll have to figure that one out. We might have to infiltrate for 10 days instead, right? Point of interest, look at that. 33 intelligence in 5 days. Neutralize a target. Skirmisher equipment cache. Oh, this is the cool sit rep. Massive skirmisher equipment cache located in the area enabled XCOM squad to carry excessive amounts of medical supplies, grenades, heavy weaponry ammo, and utility items. So what Mira said is that gives us another charge on top of however many chargers that we have. So yes, I guess we will try to do this one. Negative traits have been removed from Calico heals. And this is going to give us the intel faster, allowing us to boost sooner, right? So who can we send on this one? We've got a lot of bunnies. That's excellent. We've got Vergent, who's tired. We've got Soljan. Let's get him in. We've got Marky Kev. Yeah. And we've got to neutralize a target. Frost Lancer, Frost Captain, Frost Bomber's tired. Sectoid, Muton Sapper is available. Muton Trooper to shoot. God, this is going to be a brawly team. I can already tell. Get Persuaded Terror in there. He got an upgrade, and we can get our officer as well. So that's 5 days, 8. Let's do it. Do we need thumbs for this? I don't think so, because we just need to beat someone over the head. But good call for asking. Thank you very much. Good call for asking. Absolutely, we want to consider that. So we just need to make sure we've got kit coverage, right? So we'll get another med kit right here. We've got a med kit out here, and we can even skulljack potentially. It'll be interesting to skulljack with a destroyer commando. I don't know how I feel about that, but maybe we can get some free intel, right? As far as items, unfortunately, we are out of supply, so we're gonna have to go in with standard ballistic. We do have a laser muton cannon, so that's nice, right? That might be worth trying with a destroyer, see if he's able to hack. Oh, there you go. We got a skulljack. We'll go advanced laser sight, advanced autoloader for tank here. For the Viper rifle, we'll grab the scope and we'll nab an expanded magazine. For Calico heals, we're looking for a hair trigger if we've got it. Yep, hair trigger. We've got an expanded magazine and we'll grab a scope. We do like the crits here, so we're going for a laser sight. We're going for the heavy barrel, and we'll nab ourselves an expanded magazine. And this is just like an SMG of chance if we do manage to land it. So we'll go with a hair trigger. We'll go with a scope. And we're going to nab ourselves an underbarrel launcher. Why not? Yeah. How's the Destroyer Commando? I've only gone on the Wraith. I'd love the Raptor. The Destroyer Commando is pretty cool. I dig him. I will say, though, that, I mean, he's got the, he's like an offensive version of the Shield Bearer. His ablative is super great. And later on, you can, like, spec him where he's got a lot of crit potential. He even has a 100% chance to crit against psionic units. And it allows him to get more refunds and stuff like that, so it's really cool. Smash and grab. Oh my god. Liberated Advent. A small squad of Advent has broken free from the psionic network's control and will drop in from a troop transport to join your fight. What are these sit reps? Why have I never seen these before? Oh my god, that sounds cool. This is a revealed start. So this is the one where we have to grab crates. Oh my god, so Advent's gonna fight with us? Yeah, Marky Kev is our destroyer commando. That's right. Well, I mean, let's just get some bunnies in there because I just want to see that. That is wild. What the heck? We can get our new Sectoid Abjurer in there. We can get our Frost Lancer. And we can grab our Frost Mamba. We've got 2 ranged hackers, I realize, so we probably don't want to do that. Maybe we'll do this. Here we go. Ceramic plating. Across the board, we've got 1 heal. Now we've got 2 heals. And yeah, unfortunately, we're running really low on equipment at the moment. I think we're going to have to make do with this. Oh boy. All right, let's do it. Was there a mod update since last time? I haven't seen any of them either. You mean the Raptor Commando or the Destroyer Commando, etc.? I mean, as far as I'm aware, they've been there for a while. It's just that you have to randomly roll them, which is part of the impetus for the campaign, right? Because we are only getting Alien and Advent, etc. Okay, so for this, I definitely want to do, for a War Master, I definitely want to do Jammer. If I can select this, I got to rotate him though, so I can select Jammer. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. He's a little girthy. Trying to rotate him here. Yeah. Hey, Dereva, welcome, 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 Raiders, for joining us right now. We're currently trying to select something behind the War Master, but he's a little large and in charge. Yeah, so hopefully you're doing well. High five. If you're joining us right now, we're currently we're doing an all Alien and Advent and buildable unit run. So it's been. Can I not? I thought I could. Oh, there we go. Okay, there it is. There's his beautiful cape. And I see Jammer peeking through. Oh, he moved. Almost had it. Won this glorious... I really want Jammer, guys. Oh, is that it? Did I get it? No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't quite get it. All right, there it is. He's an extra large. Yeah, he's super large. This is the real challenge right here. This is the next difficulty level. I'm glad that I'm getting to give everybody a preview. Let's... Maybe if I do the Olay cape. It's all right. It's all right. I wanted to get him in combat instead of training right now anyway, so this is fine. Okay, just kidding. Let me try one more time. This is going to bug me if I don't, right? So, War Master, it's the game trying to tell you trial by fire. But it's so funny because we had a big discussion about this a moment ago when we were trying to train our priest. And I really wanted to put Jammer on him, but we didn't have any trial by fire officer. And we've got a lot of aliens that... Ew. Wow, it does allow me to select trial by fire. Dereva! Dereva! I need your brilliant mind. Teach me, senpai. How do we select Jammer? Is there like some shortcut for me to select the captain rank and then I can tab between the options? All right, never mind. I'll deal with this on my own time. All right, let's go because we only have 1 hour left. Let's get back into the action. I guess he'll join the fight once again, right? 96%. Here we go. Incoming transmission, and we've got Operation Frost God Quick Oh my God, Chosen Raid. Tell you what. That's 1 day. There it is. Let's do this one. We can recover some bunnies, and then we can get on out there, right? There's something in the air. This is a revealed start. We got to fight our way out. We've got a potential new alien or advent on our side, according to the house rules. We can unlock a point of interest. We're in the city center, and there's something in the air as our sit rep. So that actually means whenever either side gets a kill, it triggers combat rush and gives a buff within a certain radius. So let us go, and let's cross our fingers. On the previous mission, for those that are just joining us, we lost a bunny, our very first one of the campaign, and unfortunately, our Stun Lancer slot is now open. So that means when we roll, when we roll on the wheel, the Stun Lancer's still on the table. So there it is. Let's hope we get our Stun Lancer back. It's going to be really cool. And they're going to come in as a corporal as well, according to house rule number 7. Yeah.
We've got the coordinates, but it's likely we'll have to clear out a contingent of hostile forces.
All right, so who did we bring on this one is the question. I don't remember.
Target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP
if you'd like to see what the roster has, you can always click on the pin link in Twitch and YouTube chat, and it will guide you right to the same exact list that I'm looking at, right? Okay, so we actually have our buildable unit. This is Hidden Sage, the Alloy Shiv. He just got the firepower upgrade as well. So he's got quite a lot going for him. I mean, take a look at this laundry list of godhood. This is absolutely bonkers. I'm super excited about using and getting an upgraded Shiv here. We've got our Frost Purifier Vistus. We've got Anakitis in his second mission out. He's now a Lance Corporal and Pathfinder Hunter. We've got our Frost Adder, Anti-Evil, and we've got Jobin. We've been very excited about his Assault Trooper prowess. And of course, the Wraith. Why not? Yeah. Okay, so let's push. Yes, if you're looking for the link, Riddick, and you can't access the pinned link, it is there. Oh, just like Dad's had it there. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look and see where we are. We're right in the corner. We got to cross out. We are close by, and... Oh, wait, that's the fixed evac. So where's the... Oh, we just have to get there. That's right. We just got to find our way out. Perfect. Excellent. Not a concealed start. None of us have Phantom. That's unfortunate, but... we can do scanning protocol with our Alloy Shiv just to get situational awareness right around our spawn. And we've got, oh my God, we got quite a lot of a bit of a blockade here. 1, 2 plus 4. We've got 6 identified out of the potential 9. And we barely move, and we will aggro. Okay, fair enough. Well, I might as well get the Wraith to move towards the edge here. And according to Gotcha again, we'll aggro just the 2 on the left side. We are now going loud. Here we go. How many bunnies have been lost? Crunch. And I'll just say it again, because otherwise I have to keep stopping the stream. You can always go to the list_position or the pinned chats in YouTube and Twitch chat, and we'll always guide you to every status, every console command if you want to copy what I'm doing, every unit what their status is, and it has an overview as well, and a link to the Bunny League collection for any mod that we're using. It's all there, and it looks like this. If you're curious how I get different information, there's tabs on the bottom if you miss them, so they're right there as well, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing? Frost Legion Captain here, Advent Priest back. We've got 4 to the right, Surveillance Drone, Advent Officer, Sectoid, and a Muton. Yeah. Frost Purifier. So if I understand correctly, the Frost Purifier cannot take any sort of cover whatsoever. So that's an interesting one. We've got Insanity at 35%, 41% on the Frost Legion Captain, Advent Priest. Alloy Shiv. Let's... Who am I aggroing here? The Muton. So I'm actually going to get the whole pod if I move farther forward than that. I'm going to... If I move right behind Murder Merlot, I think that counts as shooting around cover, because Murder Merlot, I believe, is cover. Is that right? Oh, he's not cover yet. He's not cover yet, I think. So I can probably shoot through him. So let's break off to the left. We still have draw fire. That's 40%. Gosh, that's not much better. Do we have any cover destruction? We got our assault trooper. Let's bum it up to half. We do have the frag we started with, and we can pop that out right on the captain and hopefully see what happens to his cover. I mean, we got a really nice roll on that frag. That is incredible. I think that's nigh on maxed out, and then 40. Now it's just a matter of just rolling the dice on that one, right? We can come out in the open, maybe toss a Glacial Axe. We've got the Frost Adder. If we are up here, we will aggro that pod for sure. Man, that makes this a little challenging. We have the Bitter Frost Spit, actually. That's great. Let's go in and hide behind the Alloy Shiv. He counts as high cover. And we can Bitter Frost Spit all over. Oh, it's a Frost Legion Captain. Gosh darn it. Man, they like to make it difficult, don't they? We get out this way, it's going to be fine. Get out this way, it's still fine. We don't aggro. We have double time. Sure. Let's go in and double time. We get a free movement point. Cover, is it tasty? Can I eat it? Yes. And then we're going to frag out on the captain. Man, he's getting all the frags today. There it is. Give him a pop. Beautiful. So that's a clear. Our Pathfinder Hunter moves a little bit. We aggro the Muton pod. We're still going to aggro the Muton pod. Let's take high cover with Anakitis. We waypoint moved away from the Hunter, and it's a 45% chance on the Priest. I mean, might as well take the shots. You never know unless you try. And we've got our potentially new bunny. We're just going to come out to full. Way on the left side here. Hidden Sage and a Wraith. Okay, Murder Merlot on 37. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to utilize Draw Fire. That's going to decrease... It's like a giant taunt, right? So Hidden Sage is going to drop his defense down to 0. All of the bunnies within 25 tiles are going to get an increase of defense by 10. And it's hopefully going to encourage the enemy to shoot at Hidden Sage instead. We'll go ahead and bum it out to the far side with our Frost Purifier. All the way out to the edge. And then incoming. Yeah, we got a Pathfinder Hunter, that's right. So far, so good, Tyroki. We lost one, unfortunately. All right, incoming. There's a Muton. There's a pod. Negative impact on a Wraith. But at least they get their scamper action instead of a whole turn, right? So there's that. Oh, it's a separate pod from the officer and the drone. Okay, so they're separate. I mean, we got them both, but basically engaged with 5 right now. We don't really have much Overwatch. And then it's up to the Priest, right? Officer, he marks up on a Wraith. Priest relocates out to the Muton and does not fire. Okay, fair enough. At least we can see what we can see. Let's go ahead and toss out one more scanning protocol. We have 7 and 9 on this one. We've identified 6. And I mean, so far, I think that's pretty good. How are our shots from here? 79 on the surveillance drone on spray. That's going to come down to 59. But it's a non-turn ending action. We've got Insanity at 40% at best. If we can blow the band, that'll be awesome. But, I mean, we do have Jobin. Jobin's our assault trooper. He's brand new. But if he's within 4 tiles of the enemy, he gets a free assault shotgun blast, which is amazing. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to suck that in close enough. But if we keep pushing, we'll get closer. We do have an underbarrel launcher, so we can pop one off at the same time. So maybe we'll come around the outside like this. Keep pushing towards the enemy a little at a time. Shot 65 on the drone. We got Murder Merlot. We've got our Frost Purifier. He does have the Frost Strike. We can hit the officer pretty hard. We've got a Frost Adder. We've got the Russian Bind. That's right. He can do the approaching bind. That's excellent. I forgot about that. And then our Pathfinder Hunter, we can shift out this way and get a flank on the Muton, which could be pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and do that with Anakitis. So a shot on the Muton with Anakitis looks like 84% at 3 to 8. It's quite a wide range, but I don't remember. He's got damn good ground. He's got squad sight. He's got lock and load. He's got combat rush on crit, high ground, and hunter mark. Mark target special tracking shot, giving soldiers increased crit damage. I think I'll just take the shot, see what it does. Nice! Massive on the crit. Triggers combat rush for the bunnies. So Anakita is starting this off with the literal bang. I mean, I suppose we could pop these two. Oh, no. Not wide enough. It's a 3-tile diameter. I see an insurance claim on a minivan coming right up. Yep, that's right. That's right. All right, I might just push up with Murder. They're basically a glass cannon, but gives out huge amounts of damage. It's so good. So good. Let's go in and try to burn through that armor on the drone. That's a clear with a Wraith. Does our Frost Adder have any other bind target? No, just the officer. So slashing the officer doesn't feel super great. Super, super great. Do we have any other slashing target? We got Jobin. He's got the underbarrel launcher. He can pop that off and just finish the Muton. I mean, that's a possibility. Frost Purifier is just that target, the officer. I mean, we don't have to shoot the Frost Adder. He does have Slither. He gets +4 mobility. He'll have a flanking shot on the officer specifically. He could push up the full and get a shot out this way. I might do that instead. So let's kind of speculate here. We're going to save on insurance, and we're not going to blow up the van. We're going to try to finish the officer. I don't know if it's going to happen. Good hit, but it's not quite enough. 2 hiding behind a car is not good for the car. No, it's not. It's not. Bitterfrost Spit. We've got Solo. We've got Hidden Sage. I mean, we're kind of here right now, so I can't really move away. So, I mean, I guess I could just rush and bind. Sure, I'll bind him. I'll bind the officer anyway. I was thinking about moving up here, getting the flanking shot on the Muton, but we got an underbarrel launcher to take care of that as well. So that's a clear. We'll have our VIP bum it over behind the police car and hunker down. And we got Hidden Sage, who can move into a flanking position. That's nice. He's providing high cover. And he's got a good shot, 85. Okay. Okay, that's some significant firepower upgrade. That's 13 damage on that Muton from the heavy laser Gatling cannon. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, 17%. Let's hold, and we're going to bum it on up with our Assault Trooper. Let's go. Yeah, new contact popping up for a moment on 11 o'clock. Oh, really? My bad, my bad. Oh, gotcha. Muton back there. Okay, Sectoid's rejoining a new pod, I think. Muton's coming on in. We got a new pod, new pod. Good call, Dets. I'm glad we removed some targets off the field when we did. I think that's the last of it. All right, Priest is falling back to the truck. And, okay, looking good. We've got 14 turns, no Overwatch. This is excellent. If we can move within the 4 tiles, that's not in the cards, but that's all right. We can have our Wraith. Let's just bum it on up. If we can keep out flanking, this is going to work out really nicely, right? So we've got half cover. We can slither into high cover. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and slither. +4 mobility, +20 defense. We're going to move all the way into the high cover. We've got a good opportunity for shots here. 73, we've got the Viper shotgun. 71 on the priest. That doesn't seem too bad, but I'm going to hold on that one. Pathfinder Hunter. We've got our alloy shiv. And we've got our assault trooper. We could be on this side. The problem is we don't really have cover. So we don't have a flanking shot with the assault trooper. That's okay. What I can do is launch the underbarrel launcher. If it'll... Oh, am I being obstructed? Oh, gosh darn it. I wanted to launch it right at the truck, but I'm blocking myself with this hole. I didn't realize. Our shot's 26. Yeah, that's pretty poor. So I might just keep booking it around instead. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. I didn't anticipate that. All right, in that case, Frost Purifier. We're not using cover, but definitely don't want to do that to the Muton, but we can at least have some kind of a line of sight break here. Toss the Glacial Throw at the Sectoid, let's say. That ain't bad. Guess what? Crit. So Combat Rush. Let's try to keep pushing for the concave. We've got half Richard Brown. Just break line of sight completely. We've identified 8 out of the potential 9. So I think he's okay. And let's book it on up with Hidden Sage. He's got 1 turn on Draw Fire. 55% on the Sectoid. 39, 32. Well, I guess I'll take the 55, sure. Negative impact. Wow, I cannot believe... That sucks. That sucks so badly. I mean, if I'm going to move our assault trooper anywhere, I almost feel like I should just move him back here with the VIP. Our Wraith could just book it where they're probably going to shoot at him. I mean, that's always a possibility. We got the Advent Trooper there. We got the Frost Adder. We've got the Bitter Frost Spit. I mean, that's one way to do it. Let's go ahead and send the Spit. That's beautiful, and that's a Sectoid down, and we got Chill on the Priest. Massive high roll. So he's got 2 remaining. We'll get up behind the van with Anakitas. 63, or maybe we should just flashbang instead. Improvise a flashbang, my bad. 63 on the priest. That's 2. Does he go in sustain? Yeah, he goes straight into sustain. And then that leaves Murder Merlot. I'm just gonna book it on out into the open. There's plenty of good targets for the enemy to shoot at. We've got Insanity at 35%. That's not so great. And then we got a 40% here. I'm going to go in and just Overwatch, and let's see what we got. 3 active on the field. Priest comes out of stasis. Muton runs the Overwatch. Gets hit really hard. Has 2 left. And oh my god. Okay, wow. I didn't expect that. Okay, so we're unconscious. We're unconscious. How do you wake up? How do you wake up a Wraith? How do you wake up a cybernetic being? Do I say get up? Is that how that works? That's unfortunate. I sure hope there's a way to do it. Okay, well, let's take care of this Muton first, right? Nice thing is, we don't have to get into melee because we've got an axe throw. So send this. Eat that one. There it is. That's a clear. Do you happen to have a paramedic? I do have a kit, and we have on our alloy shiv, we've got the gremlin heal, so we can heal him, but we can't like revive him, if that makes sense, right? We can't really revive him. We do have a kit on Jobin, so Jobin could head out there. Let's just double check. The Wraith is standing right here, so if we're right on the corner, we might be right where we need to be. So let's do it. Go ahead and try to grab. Hang tight. We got Anti-Evil. We've got the Bind. Let's just get right on top of the Priest. Lock him down. So that guy's out. Then we've got our trooper. Smart macrophage. We'll get the alloy shiv to just tuck up. Our shot looks like what? 40%. Gonna go in and draw fire. It's just a trooper, but I'd rather avoid any sort of shenanigans if possible. I will tuck around. Get reloaded. Richard Brown. Oh, he's inside the building. That doesn't help us. I guess I'll just get out this way and then hunker down on the corner. Do we have an electrician to be my first choice to wake him up? We've got a sapper, I believe. Sappers can repair electronic units. All right, they're right on the ablative for hidden sage. So good taunt there. There it is. We can say get up. Perfect. So you can... That's a weird way to do it. There it is. He got back up. That's our guy. That's our guy. Let's go in and gremlin heal that. Holy moly, that was a close one. Take care of that, and we got to keep pushing towards the evac. So obviously we took a significant ding there. Just try to hit the 40. That's all right. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. We do have our frost adder, and he can bind. Yeah, get that guy. That might be it. I'm so glad we've got that kind of a tool available. And he's locked up. So let's just hard push. We're going to grab the loot with Anakitas. Nab that. Advanced hair trigger. Perfect. Oh, the get up. Yeah, get up's like 2 actions. And I think... I don't know if it's specific to XCOM or not. I don't know if aliens can actually do the get up command, so to speak. But it does take your entire turn, right? To do get up. Got our frost purifier. I think he's the only one, but I don't know for sure. It's possible there's a second, right? So that's a clear. And let's go. So our Wraith gets up top. Our frost purifier is ready to evacuate. We've got our frost adder. He's ready to get out of here. We've got Anakitas. Anakitas is ready to clear. We've got our brand new bunny, because this is a bunny that we can recruit. And then we're going to bump up with our alloy shiv. We've got Jobin right on task. And things are looking good. So let's get the VIP out.
This is Firebrand.
That is a clear. And we are going to hold. All right, disorientation is now removed. And I mean, for a first mission out, not the most elegant way to get knocked out, but getting hit by a muton and being struck unconscious. But hey, we made it out and we didn't die. That's a big plus compared to last time, right? So high five. There it is. Haunting Whisper, 8 out of 8 enemies down. Obviously, we took 5 damage on the Wraith right there, but we were able to recover. Thank goodness, yeah. Any losses since I left? It came close. It came close, but the Wraith was able to make it out, yeah. And we started infiltrating, I don't know if you saw it, an 8-bunny team in on the regional HQ. All right, let's cross our fingers, see how long he's out for.
Well done, Commander. It's always good for morale.
8 days. That's not too bad. He got a promotion anyway. He was a squatty. And then we've got a promotion to corporal for Jobin. He deserves it. That's excellent. And more importantly, we've got a brand new bunny out here, right? So Corporal Richard Brown, we get to transform him into one of us. That's right, one of us. So we're going to start with Jobin's promotion. I definitely want Salvo. We decided to go with the explosive route for Jobin. That's excellent. I'm glad we pre-marked it so I don't get confused. And for our Wraith, I guess the question is, there's steadfast, there's grazing attacks if we're doing a lot of shooting, and Tis but a scratch, allowing him to stay in the field more often. I guess steadfast would be really, really nice, right? Panic, mind control, stun, disorient, keep that clear. And that's just going to make him even more deadly on the field and more reliable as well. So I'm going to head over to our brand new, it's a corporal agent. We're going to dismiss him. Wait, I can be useful. No. Okay, there it is. He's gone. That's excellent. And now we get to go to the wheel because this is the replacement, right? So let's go in and spin it on up. Whatever bunny we get is going to be a corporal when they come in, right? Oh my God, nice. I was wanting the Raptor Commando. I wish we had them on the, I guess the regional HQ mission, but that is a big gain right there. That's excellent. So who's up next? It's Serini. So Serini, you're going to be a Raptor Commando. That's bloody amazing is what that is. And we're going to go ahead and mark that as active. And then we're going to get on the reference chart right here. And we are coming in with Raptor Commando. There it is in the campaign. Yes. And marking it green. Perfect. Excellent. All right. So all we got to do is pull him in. I believe it's Advent Recruit. And it's PRPA, the Raptor Commando, right? So if we go over to the armory, yeah, it's a really, really great class. I love it. And there he is. Perfect. So it's going to be Serini out here. So we're going with Raptor and Commando for the last name. And then Serini so that his name appears when we're fighting. And redacted. Really, really love him. I think of him like Cobra Commander. Out to abilities. So he can be a corporal already. So that's going to be 2 boosts here. So level up selected soldier. And 2. And that's a direct replacement for the corporal that we just dismissed. Yeah. Thank you, Tank Hero. Thank you very much. Yeah. Melee with Muton might try bash wall with head as well. So 75 aim. We've got 15 mobility. Pretty standard stuff. He comes with paramedic. He comes with low profile. Nice. I like that. Low profile is excellent. Double tap. That's awesome. Kyrielazin for a psionic barrier to an ally, vortex grenade, and a phantasmal killer to conjure a phantasmal attacker that paralyzes a humanoid target with fear. Their fear is so intense it deals damage for each action lost. Okay, I mean, I honestly want just these 2, so that's more stationary, and I really like the Long Watch build out there. He's got Deadeye, Long Watch. He comes with Raptor Jump, Sustain, Squad Sight, and Psi Strike. Long Watch has been fantastic. I mean, that'll be awesome, but Deadeye's pretty darn awesome as well. Corpore Sano or Damn Good Ground. With Raptor Jump, probably going to get Damn Good Ground more often. So let's get Damn Good Ground on Corporal. And I'm going to go with... Man, Deadeye's so good, though. Because Deadeye allows you to... You kind of combo it with double tap. So, Long Watch covering fire, Sentinel. We get multiple Overwatch shots. We got Ready for Anything, which is awesome. Or we can Rapid Fire, Marked for Death. Bullseye. I mean, Bullseye's excellent. Death from Above, I mean, obviously, awesome. And then Deadeye. So are we more proactive? I do like the Ready for Anything build on him because he can jump somewhere, he can shoot, and he can Overwatch all at the same time, even if he doesn't have double tap on cooldown. So I think I'm going to go with Long Watch on this, yeah? There it is. Obviously, we're going to have to do some adjustments. I think, yeah, Smart Macrophage. We don't have the depth perception, but we'll get there. And there it is. Really, really nice acquisition. That's one I'm always looking forward to. Oh, not this one. And a clear to this photo. Okay, perfect. We've got 40 minutes left. Let's see what we can get into. Overgrown checkpoint. More supply. Yes, please. This would be very, very nice. We're very low on supply. And especially with all the bunnies that we're getting them equipped, especially because we can't do hand-me-downs, would be a very nice thing to clear. So we just got another Haven Nerd in New Brazil. We'll continue to scan out. Power Coil Shielded. We get 21 Illyrium Crystal. That's excellent. We're going to hold off on building anything there. And as far as engineers go, I mean, I guess we'll go with just standard alien debris because we've got enough right here. 2 of them to excavate. 88 supply. And then we've got one more debris to clear, and that's it, yeah? And we'll go in and go 16 hours. The instant response. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Ufizi, thank you so much. Instant response. Is it still there? Did I lose it? I might have lost it. Oh, I think I lost the instant response. Oh my god. I totally forgot, Ufizi. That feels bad. Man, I've been making a lot of mistakes today. I feel pretty bad about that. Yeah, I totally lost it. Air Force Bun, because I was looking at these 2 right here, and I was so focused. I'm like, what am I missing? I don't remember. Because I've got the... It's okay. Enough excuses. I made a mistake, and I missed the instant response with the Chosen. Man. Do we have an... No, we don't have a load, because I didn't save beforehand. I'm not going to make us repeat all of that. Okay. Well, I mean, that's like I get one big mistake per day, right? And I've gotten a kill... And I'll try not to think about it. Okay, let's keep going. Rookie is available for recruitment. We're not doing that. Dark event complete. The aliens increase the strength of their encryption, increasing all intelligence costs by 33% for a month. That's horrible. That's horrible. It's a good thing we already paid for the 5th region, right? Meton Autopsy is complete. That unlocks the Plasma Grenade project. Magnetic Taipan Sword's huge. All of the melee upgrades for the bunnies is going to be absolutely massive, but it's going to cost quite a lot, I'd imagine. Yeah, just choices made. Yeah, I guess I prioritized something else, right? Plasma Grenade. Battle Armor is inspired. That's 6 days. Illyrium Core, 50 supply, 10 alien ally. We can actually do this? Oh my god, that's impressive. I didn't realize that we could. There's magnetic weapons at 14 days. That's 50 supply as well. Honestly, this is such a big one, yeah. But man, inspired. Sure, let's do it. Why not?
I agree.
That's epic. I will take it.
Task,
6 days out. That's super fast. That's super, super fast. Our Wraith Commando Vendrils back online. They were out for very little time at all. New target acquired. 4 days out, 9 hours to liberate a new region. Nope. Hold. Speaking for myself, I'm here to watch you play perfectly. Mistakes make for great entertainment. I'm glad. Training center. Finally. Okay, so this is a big one. Okay, so I've been wanting this one for quite a while. I'm not going to sit here and do all of the points in front of you just because that'll take a while and we literally have like, 3/4 of an hour left. But this is super great. At least we can train abilities before we go into combat, and we'll get to that. That's going to be really, really awesome. Super, super helpful. And if we have advanced bonds to train, we can now. And we can even retrain if we need to. Supply raid. What's this? Infiltration. Okay, so this one's actually an infiltration at 3 days. I don't know. Even if we boost this, how many can we rightfully send, though? You know what I mean? So I don't know if I'm going to take this one, because we really want to be as close to 100% as possible. There's our Shiv. There's, like, let's say Vergent, our bomber. 4 days, 22. Even if we boost it, 98%, we're still under infiltrating. We will not be concealed, and they're on high alert. Yeah, this seems like a disaster waiting to happen. All right. Rookie has recovered from their wounds. Do I have a rookie? Do I still have a rookie here? What happened? Maybe it's in the recruitment, right? Yeah, I don't have a rookie on the roster. They're probably there for recruitment, and I guess they got injured on the way in, right? Okay, so let's do this. It's going to be the last one that we've got tonight. This is a big one, right? Because this is the new sit rep I've never tried before, the Skirmisher Equipment Cache that gives us extra charges for anything that we bring into combat. We've also got the intel that we need in order to boost our push on the regional HQ, because we've got 8 bunnies and I spent the intel, so to make contact with a new area. So let's do it. In we go. 101% infiltration. Let's do it, yeah? Not sure we would want that rookie. He hurt himself before he even started. That's right. That's right. I don't know if I want that guy. He's not really setting the precedent in the positive direction. He's basically, I'm going to fall flat on my face. I don't think I'm good enough to be an alien or an advent trooper. So I think you're absolutely spot on that one. Yeah. Operation Forgotten Mask. Well, hopefully we'll be able to capture this guy, because it's going to lead to a point of interest, which again might be a new Bluey Viper Marauder. So cross your fingers. So capture or kill a VIP and we got to blow right through, right? Excellent. We can use them as a bullet magnet. True. All VIPs have their day where they are a bullet magnet at some point. So it looks like we might have spawned right in the middle. Is that right? Yeah, kind of leaning more to the left, it seems. We've got a lot of open ground this way. We've got buildings on the right side. And we've got a tower here. We've got our evac. And then we've got the target. Okay, that's literally very straightforward. We have a full concealed start. We've got Sojin, our bio captain. We've got Marky Kev. I remember we came in all ballistic here. No laser, right? Other than the laser meton cannon on tank hair. Persuaded Terror. And we've got Calico Heels, our officer. But not an officer, just the Advent officer. Let's start with Marky Kev. He's the closest. Gonna push on up. He does have a blade. He's basically our shield bearer on this one. We'll go in and anchor tank hair on the right side. We'll move Sojin forward on the left side, and then we'll nestle right in the middle. Get our officer to tuck in right next to Marky Kev. And we'll get Persuaded Terror maybe to bum it over to the left side towards the border, away from the unknown. If Sojin bums it up, we can kind of see around the corner, so I think I'm going to take that risk just to see what they got. He does have a reflex slash as well, and we've got contact. We got a drone and a muton right in front of us, so let's just stack up right on the vehicle, and we'll get Tank Care up there, and we'll get Persuaded Terror on the half. All right, what do we got? So pretty good distance in the first turn. Rocketeer, Sentry, Drone, and Muton. And they're 7 and 9, so we've identified... I think I see someone next to the VIP. They're on the closer side of the door for some reason, so we'll hold. I'm going to get Soljin to just... Okay, I'm going to cross left first, just to keep an eye out for the drone. I don't remember exactly how far forward it is. And then we'll bump forward a little bit. Do we see the drone? There's the drone. And we actually have sight on temporarily. Okay. We don't really have any long-range squad sight shooters or anything like that, so this is old school. And we see the target. Excellent. So we've identified 4 out of the 9. We'll get Marky Kev to kind of vector to the right a little bit more. I'm going to get Tank Care right on the far right side. Drone. And oh my god, we're getting outflanked here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to fall back with Tank Care. Didn't know he was there. Oh, we got Calico Heals. I guess I'm going to bum it on the left. And if we hug over to the left side, then we probably don't have to worry about that, right? So we can bum it to the left, overwatch with Marky Kev. Tank Care is the far right side. Hold and hold. So we've got 2, we've got 3, we've got 1 and 1. That's 7. 7 identified in a 7 and 9. Drones pushing to the border right here. We got another drone behind the VIP, just on the opposite side of the car. And we don't see this pod right here. That's perfect. That's perfect. So if we keep vectoring left, we'll probably be generally okay. I mean, we could veer off that way, but I don't want to bother. We don't have any hackers, right? Yeah, we don't have any hackers. We do have the side pull. We do have the ablative. Side pull. Oh my god, side pull on the VIP. That's hilarious. 90% on the Sentry. Side pull on the Rocketeer is 90%. I mean, that would be an interesting start to a pod. Just yank the guy you don't like. I don't like that guy. Can you please come here? Man, that would be epic. So shot on is 92. Let's go in and overwatch. We'll get Calico Heals right next door. We'll get Tank Hair. I guess let's shift with Soljin. I'm going to get Tank Hair right on the edge here. Hopefully we don't see anyone on the right side. Excuse me, do you have a moment to discuss your car's extended warranty from all the way over here? Yes. I'm going to go ahead and mark up the Muton. Bio Captain Overwatch. Destroyer Commando. Let's just hold for now. And on the next turn we can start, yeah? Hey, Umberto Juan, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Bunny League. It's very good to have you with us. High five. Okay, so we can see this pod. Who can see it? Is it only Tank Hair? Tank Hair can see them. What about next door? Can our officer, can Calico Heals see them? He cannot, so it's Tank Hair that has to shift. So we're gonna go ahead and have Tank Hair shift all the way to the far left. He'll overwatch. And now we can't see that pod. So it'll give us a little bit of a moment here. Officer overwatch. Persuaded overwatch. And then I'm going to go ahead and... I really want to find out how this works. I'm going to side pull the Rocketeer 90%. Going loud in a really weird way. Nice. Mitsketa. Ooh, right in the head. Okay, we've been revealed. We've been revealed. I like how there's this big comedic pause. He's like, bam, eat that. We're like brothers now. All right, shot on Muton. Bloodlet triggering bleed on the Muton. Persuaded Terror, and that's a clear on the Muton. Beautiful job. HB is actually kinder to the warranty salesman than I am. Oh, we got it anyway. Man, I thought we were out of line of sight, but I guess not. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Okay, I didn't realize that we get everybody. I thought maybe we'd be all right. We move up this way. So let's see. That's... We could strike and stun. We do have Whirlwind now. I forgot that we've got Whirlwind. Out here we've got the VIP, we've got the Sentry, we've got the Rocketeer. Oh, the Rocketeer's still alive? Gosh darn it. Man, he's always got to put a damper on everything. Well, I thought this was cover, but this is a hologram, so that's not going to do too much. So I'm going to Toxin slash that guy just to get rid of him. Man, that is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. He's really cramping our style. There it is. That's a clear. Nab whatever he was carrying. Don't like that guy. Laser sight, expanded magazine. Here comes the drone. We do have a reflex slash, so maybe if I move closer to the drone, he's going to want to try to come closer and do stunner on us or something like that. So maybe if I stand right here, maybe that'll help out, right? Who knows? All right, incoming. Oh, there's a frost sectoid. Oh, we got faceless as well. Man, this is just getting more and more exciting is what I want to say. We don't have a lot of cover, so there's the ablative on Calico. Man, this is not starting off well. Officer to tank hair, marking up tank hair and getting a slim angle shot and hits our ablative. Then we've got the trooper. There's a mark that exists and he's shooting at Calico and he hits and actually deals damage on Grays. He could have knocked him out right there. Here's the drone right next door. Reflex slash, only 2, meaning the stun goes through. Yeah, not the greatest start. As far as an opener goes, I thought the other Overwatch would have triggered, but they pulled outside of our area of influence, it seems. So that's not great. Let's see if we can't recover. Yes. So we've got Skulljack on an officer. There's that as well. I forgot about that. We got tank here. He's got area suppress, so we can deal with that. We do need a way of dealing with the drone back here to reacquire our bunny. We do have the energy shield. I should have applied that, so let's do that now. We'll get the ablative back on up. If that were up, we wouldn't have been injured right now, right? Faceless is here as well. Oh my god. so much going on right now. Persuaded Terror, you've got Poison Spit, but it's a Sentry that has the Overwatch. Gotcha. Okay, Officer, medical heal, medikit heal on yourself. He's got throw a frag grenade. He's got 5 frags. That's a lot of charges. I see what they meant by you now have the skirmisher's equipment cache. That is nuts. We get 5 frags. That's amazing. Maybe we'll just burn a suppression on the Sentry. Clear that Overwatch to allow us to move. We can tuck over. We've got Persuaded Terror. He's got... We can shift up this way, get a shot, but there is the Faceless still. Out of actions, out of actions. Man, this is... I don't have a lot of options right now. It's just the 2 of us, right? We probably want to deal with the Faceless. I really want to deal with him. I really want to move up here, flank, and then shoot the officer, yeah? What's wrong with carrying enough grenades? I mean, it is a lot of grenades. It's a good amount. It's a good amount of grenades. Okay, I'm going to get Calico heals to a safer spot. Let's go ahead and toss a frag and clear the drone. So now he is a corporal. That's excellent. And then we've got 1 more. If I frag out on the Faceless, is that an explosive? It is. So if I frag out on the Faceless, that might be effective, right? So let's try that. Let's keep trying to at least pull a little bit away from the other pod. And let's put one right there and see if maybe we can deal enough damage. Kind of a long shot, but... I didn't do it! How was I supposed to know there were civvies there? I mean, they were all faceless. They were talking to a faceless. It's not my fault. Wow, really? Well, we got him. Good job, us. Shot on tank here, negative impact there. Wow, nice. Good effect. New drone. Couldn't have asked for more. Yeah, there he goes. There's the scamper. All right, excellent. Okay. Okay. Yep. But that's fine. All right. Good news, bunnies. We got him. Look at that. He is so... He's definitely been taken care of. The Taipan will love that replay. Yeah, he will. He will. I'm glad that we could help him out a little bit. He's going to get tank care to a good spot. And then he's going to be able to... We'll get a free reload here. And we're going to send a shot right at Officer 92. That's Grizz. We have Marky Kev. He does have the Skulljack. I feel like we need to clear everyone else before we worry about that. So if we're lucky, maybe we can make it happen, right? Maybe we can make it happen. Let's go ahead and push on up with Persuaded Terror. Antonitis, thanks so much. I hope you have a good rest. We'll catch you on the next one. High five. Shot on 82. 47, 7%. I mean, I guess try to work the drone. With the civvy you killed, you could have been faceless, just killed him too quickly. Gotcha. That's right, James. Thank you so much for making me feel better. Thanks for making me feel better. I appreciate it. I'm still waiting for Soljin, but Soljin's not available at the moment, right? I could shift right next door. Let's go ahead and do this. And we'll point blank the drone. Clear him. And then I'm going to heal myself because I don't like where he's at. And I think I'm going to overwatch from here because we're still waiting for Soljin to come back online. There's our sentry. Shot, we're ready for anything. We've got our officer. Shot to tank hair. He marks up. Trooper fires and hits on the ablative. Thank you, Energy Shield. Thank you, Energy Shield from Market Kev, right? That's awesome. Okay, we know that there's like a couple more out this way. We've got 12 turns until forced retreat, so definitely got to keep that in mind. We got Overwatch from the sentry. A little hard to clear at a distance here. Soljin is back. That's wonderful. I'm feeling like let's just push up hard. So full speed for Soljin. He's been out of the fight for too long. 80%, 35. I do want a Skulljack. We can area suppress, but we're not getting anyone else. So let's mark up on the sentry, and then we'll suppress him and clear that Overwatch for tank hair. There it is. All right, so we've cleared the Overwatch. We are literally one tile away from being able to outflank this trooper. Our officer can keep getting closer with all the nades. Marky Kev could Skulljack, but let's hold for a second. Come on, this way he's got a flank. Now we're like one tile short. I realize this is explosive and it scares me, but I mean, there's some kind of cover there, so that's a plus. There's some kind of cover there. Instead, what I might do is poison the enemy and apply a dot. Oh, there's tongue grab. Oh, no. But of course, they have moved, right? Of course they moved. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I think this is the last of them on the field right now, but oh boy, that is unfortunate. I was thinking they were back here, but of course they moved, and I didn't check for that. But let's not. We got a tongue grab at 64. We'll try to grab and bind. And we land it. And there it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, Marky Kev. Well, I'm not gonna... Let's push the full. Got a shot on. That's a flank on the trooper to clear. Flank on the Frost Sectoid. Send it. Force him to relocate. And incoming. Incoming. Now, there are two of us in the gas station, and there's a mutant on the field, and they love grenades. That scares me. I don't know if he's got that kind of range. Nope. Shooting into Market Kev, it seems. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Cover with explosive personality. Yes, very much so, unfortunately. Going for a mine spin, I think, on Market Kev. Oh, no. Frost Sectoid. So Bitter Chill and Chill. Frigid Whisper or something. And there's the bind. Okay, not horrible. Not horrible. Let's go in and release that bind momentarily. We can smash this guy in the face. And we can try to grab the officer. Oh my god! Wow! Okay, that's awesome. He's like, next. You get to sit with Persuaded Terror. That's what you get. You can sit with me all you want. There it is. All right, Sojin, what do we got? Toxin Slash. Well, I suppose... Let's get the Muton... Let's get Tank Hair out this way so that we have at least have an outflanking position. We could push the full here. I was thinking... See, side pull 25% on the sentry. Let's bum it over here. We've got the Muton Trooper out there. I like my namesake. It's excellent. It's excellent. 31. Overwatch. We are behind a car. I mean, not great. But we are outflanking the Muton, and I do like that, right? Snakes are so fun. They're super cool. 82% on the Muton. Let's free reload. But more importantly than that, can we land a frag on these guys? Yes. Frag out. Got those guys. Got those guys, bunnies. We did it. Nice. Get them. Excellent. Love that. Although we probably want to stay spread out a little bit, so that we're not all clustered together for a Muton Plasma Grenade or something. There's the VIP. And we got Bio Captain. I mean, that's going to kill him. So let's spread out some more. Just completely fan out. Yeah, grenades are really good. All right, our Ablative has disappeared. Let's see what the Muton does. Hopefully it doesn't decide to go nades up. Runs the Overwatch. Oh, please don't unconscious or whatever. Whoa, yep. Bleed out. Oh my god. Really? Okay, yeah. Mutons and HB today, not the best of friends. Okay, well, let's deal with these guys. I guess the Skulljack was on him, so me trying to delay in order to land that's not doing it. So let's go in and coming around. We've got a flanking shot on the Muton 82. And we've got our Viper. Let's go in and release. We've got Calico Heals, Sojin. I mean, at this point, just smack the officer and whirlwind into position. We'll have to do a different officer another day. There it is. That is a clear on the officer. We're going to move into a flanking position. Yeah, frag and loot. Yeah, unfortunately. Moving to a flanking position on the Muton. And shot 82 from back here. That's one. And bleed, which I think should be enough. Let's tuck up. Calico heals at long distance, 77, and that bleed is for 1 tick of damage. So we need to land it. We don't land it, so he's still alive. Oh, gosh darn it. He's still alive, bunnies. He's still alive. We're 1 short. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Serious? Wow, I really dislike this guy. Reinforcements are now incoming. We need to move. All right. Well, let's think. We've got 1 kid on Sojin, right? We got 1 kid on Sojin. There's a body here. We got reinforcements incoming. Let's go in and huddle up. We've got to get down this way. We've got 9 turns until forced retreat. So I think it's up to tank. We've got persuaded terror. Let's get reloaded. This has changed the field quite a lot. Let's get right up to him. Then we'll be close to our target, to Marky Kev. We'll send that 100% on the Muton. He's taken down 2 of our bunnies already. Now you got to do it twice. Yep. So many bleeding out. Yeah. All right, so Overwatch, Persuaded, Reloaded, and Overwatch. Incoming bunnies, incoming. We got 3 bunnies. 2 of them have to carry. Hopefully we can get some free damage on. Oh, that is not a nice pod. Raptor Commando, Destroyer Commando, and... Is that a Commando? And a Sergeant. A Sergeant. Looks like we got a little tick damage on the Destroyer Commando, I think. Kinetic plating. And his Persuaded Terror lands the hit and applies bleed. There it is. Raptor Commando relocates. Man, they're not going to make that easy, are they? No, they aren't. Reinforcements are on green right now, so... You've got 8 turns. Double bleed out. Let's think. We've got 1 turn on Marky Kev. So we gotta get him. We get on this side. Does that count? Marky Kev is standing right here. We're on the diagonal. Does that count? Preview body location. So if I'm here, I should be able to address him, right? Can we blow the truck? Maybe. I do have a neurotoxin grenade, but I'd have to move away from a 1-turn bleed out. Okay, I'm going to try to get on this side of cover. I think I can stabilize. Perfect. So stabilize. So Marky Kev is no longer bleeding out. He's unconscious. We've got Persuaded Terror. He has no nades. Tanker does have nades, but he'd have to stand out in the open in order to reach, right? Yeah. I mean, we could get as far forward as possible out here. We're right. But here's the problem, okay? Here's the problem. Right now, we need to get... I don't have another kit. So, Calico Heals needs to be vacated. And we need to get here, because it's a fixed evac. Tank Hair, we've got 2 turns before bleed out. Tank Hair could pick up this unit and move and get out. And then we basically have Persuaded Terror and Marky Kev. And Marky Kev has to pick up and run. At least he doesn't have a timer, but we do have a timer here, and we don't have another kit, right? Just to double check, Marky Kev doesn't have a... Or Soljin doesn't have a kit. Soljin used his charge to stabilize, so... This is a bit of a conundrum. The nice thing is, if we were to grab this unit right now and move, we can make it. We can make it. Just double check positioning. That's movement, body location here. Right here. So that means we could be on this side of cover and still be okay. So what I'm going to... Am I sure I can make it? I'm sure I can make it. I'm going to be right here. Double check carry. We can carry. We can carry. And we're on this side of cover momentarily. Shot on looks like 37. We need to buy bunnies some space. So I'm going to apply suppression on the Destroyer Commando. Here. We're going to have Persuaded Terror move to engage and essentially like buy time by himself. I'm not sure if we do tongue grab at 62. He's had a lot worse. Let's get back this way. And we're going to apply a Poison Spit to reduce his aim. And incoming. So he's got bleed and poison. But we've got the Sergeant as well. There's the ablative. He's buying all of them time. And worst off the Raptor Commando, right? He's running and he took that hit and enemy down. So the Destroyer Commando is down, but they've lost the shielding. There it is. Sergeant, Raptor Commando. Raptor Commando is a very good shot. And he misses. Thank God for Persuaded Terror's dodgy do. Sergeant. And the Sergeant hits where the Other guy didn't. Okay, now we have to go. We have to go. We have zero choice. Carry the unit. Let's go. Tank care, full sprint. He's getting out of here. It's the only way to safeguard Calico. All right, Calico is now on the Avenger. Okay, so now we've got 2 bunnies isolated. We've got to run here. Oh, we can say get up. But if Marky Kev gets shot, he's basically running around with 1 health with the Raptor Commando out there, yeah? It seemed like it was okay, Lewis, but obviously I don't know any better, right? So let's carry this unit for Soljan. We're going to give up on that loot, and we're going to book it right on the other side of this destroyed truck, so it's a lot safer now. I guess for Persuaded Terror, let's just book it out behind full cover. Hold. And here they come. We've got 2 adversaries giving chase. Oh, God. Yeah, Raptor Commando. Raptor Commando. We got high cover for both of us. Oh, my God. You jerk face. All right, keep going. Keep going. We're good. We're good. We're good. Where's the sergeant? Sergeant's good. Okay, we can vacate. We can vacate. All right, everyone out. Everyone out immediately. Can Snake knock out VIP? Oh, my God. I forgot about the VIP. I totally forgot about the VIP. Okay, evac with Soljan. I totally forgot about the VIP, and I just dashed. I totally forgot about the VIP, and I dashed. So we basically have a sniper out there who can relocate wherever he wants, and we're out in the open. We are dead. So I have to fail the mission because I forgot about the VIP. Honestly, considering everything else that was going on, I guess that's better than the alternative, but that was not good at all. That was a rough last one to be on, for sure. Man, I did not play that well. I apologize, bunnies. Bunnies are more important, yeah. Boy, oh boy. So we don't have the intel to boost, so that means we need the full 10 days to push on the regional HQ, and that's what we get to end on, unfortunately. That doesn't feel good, but hey, the bunnies lived, so there is that. There is that. Maybe there's a silver lining. Maybe someone gets a promotion besides being out for like 50 days. Okay, so Calico Heals is out for 30. Marky Kev is out for 29. We've got 10 days for Persuaded Terror, but Calico Heals at least gets a promotion out of it, right? Live to fight another day. Oh boy. Okay, well, let's wrap things up at least with a bit of a happier note, right? Because we got a promotion to tend to. So we're going to go promotion, and the good news is we can take a scientist and we can put him in the infirmary and make that a little bit less than 30 days, but still. So we got ready for anything but reflex if they shoot at us. We've got you got this to give your allies Overwatch. We've got Needle Arsenal, Avenger, Focus, Sentinel with Overwatch, covering fire, heavy hitter. I guess reflex wouldn't be bad, especially if we can avoid those crits. That'll be awesome, and we'll get reflex out there. Perfect. Yeah, that's excellent. All right, so I guess the last thing is we have, man, I think my mind drew a blank after that one, so I'm gonna have to remember this afterwards. I totally forgot what I was doing. So bunnies, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I'm so sorry that we ended on that kind of a note, but the bunnies are alive, and that's a plus. We have new bunnies. We lost a bunny, unfortunately. We had our first KIA today, but we've also expanded the roster quite significantly, and we've made strides towards moving on the golden path. So that's a plus. So mistakes were made, but bunnies live to fight another day. So next time we're streaming is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, same bun channel. We'll be back again with BTAU. We're using the new update, which is a save game breaking one. However, I'm still taking steps to do so. I'm trying to port over our save as best as I can using the save editor. So it should be pretty interesting to see. It's in a weird sort of way. It's like we're starting over, but we're also not at the same time. So hopefully it's going to be fun. And if you'd like to join us, I'd love to see you there. Next time we'll be streaming is after that. We'll be on Monday and all the way through Thursday where we'll play XCOM again. So, and then we'll be back again with BTAU on Friday. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you would like to hang out until the end of the music, we'll go and give someone a nice raid. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well. And I can't wait to get into the next one with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.